2020. He urged people to vote early for him, even if they're not comfortable with everything he says or does.
There are some people that say, we love Trump's policy, but we don't like Trump. And I say, no, because I actually think I'm a nice person. All I want to do is save our country. Okay, that's
it. Campaign of Democratic Harris held a media call on Sunday with two Republicans who say they no longer back Trump. For NPR News, I'm Chuck Kornbach in Juneau, Wisconsin.
Vigils are being held across Israel today, marking 1 year since Hamas militants killed more than 1,200 people, sparking war in Gaza. This is NPR News from Washington. As Israel marks 1 year since the October 7th attack, air raid sirens sounded in Tel Aviv today as Hamas fired more rockets at Israel. The health minister
Good morning. Trying to get my poll question up, so I am not tired. I'm just trying to get it up.
And displaced most of the territory's more than 2 million residents in the 12 months of war that followed the Hamas attack. The acting prime minister of Samoa says officials believe fuel likely spilled when one of New Zealand's naval ships caught fire and sank off the coast of the Pacific island. That ship ran aground before the fire broke out. The 75 people on board were evacuated. New Zealand says it's the country's first military ship lost since World War II. Pope Francis has announced 21 new cardinals.
Come on, computer.
As NPR's Ava Puketch reports, the decision increases the pool of cardinal electors who will eventually choose Francis's successor.
The newly named cardinals hail from around the world and include Ukrainian Bishop Mykola Byshak, who at age 44 will be the youngest cardinal. This is Francis's 10th consistory, or naming of new cardinals. Most of the cardinals in the College of Cardinals were named by Pope Francis. Making the announcement from St. Peter's Square, Pope Francis asked the church to pray for the new cardinals. The new cardinals
Good morning.
will be installed on December 8th, the feast of the Immaculate
Good morning.
Conception.
Are we live yet, or do we do a little blocking freaking mother set?
No, I'm live. I got yeah, I'm on right now.
On to you, Ryan.
Do what?
That's a good morning on to you, Ryan.
Good morning to you, my brother. Thank you for calling. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey. Well, like I said, are we live yet?
Yeah, I'm live.
Not live on my end.
I don't.
On the YouTube end.
Well, I'm live on YouTube. I've got Randall on and ABC on. Randall's on, ABC's on, Toothy's on, and Captain Hot Buns is on.
Brother, say hello to them all. Tell them that Martin Lewis Deluxe says hi.
Hello, hey, they saying hi back to you.
I will call you back later.
All right, sounds good, brother. Gail, good morning to you. No, coffee is on. Need some coffee. I had to add some other stations since we're going to be adding them coming up shortly.
Experience the difference at Southern States Bank. We're not just your bankers, we're your partners. Southern States Bank, your community, your bank. Southern States Bank.
Randall still got in, and Gail still got in, and Toothy still got in, and ABC still got in, and Captain Hot Bun still got in. I don't know what's going on with some people not being able to get in. I didn't change anything. Bolly's here.
Our services are no cost, and all of our information is available on our website.
Only thing I changed was the name, but you should still be able to get on there. I am safe. Thank you for asking, brother. I appreciate it. Comes in, slams the door. Don't ask. I'm not going to ask nothing but trouble. North Carolina is a mess. And then we got Hurricane Milton coming up. There's Martin DeLoach. There he is.
You're walking shopping or on your favorite trail. You get that feeling somebody's coming up on you. What do you do to be prepared in today's world? Hi, I'm Holly Reese. I'm the founder of Warrior Defenders. As a certified tactical self-defense instructor, I'm specializing in women's self-defense. All women of all ages have the ability to learn how to defend themselves effectively with technical drills to build their
Sue for freedom of press. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Classes and private seminars are available. Learn to
Good morning, Gail from ABC in Russia.
warriordefenders.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Louis Wing, and I'm a counselor that works here.
Good morning.
I want Mr. Sandman. Mr. Sandman from Metallica. That's what I want right now.
Okay.
You ever heard of that song?
I do know Inner Sandman by Metallica. Metallica's my favorite band.
What? That song. Let's play. Let's see what happens.
All right. We'll see. All right, brother. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Pamela, good morning to everyone in Mod Squad. Hey, Randall. Oh, yeah, it's saying hello to everybody. Good morning, host with the most. Thank you, Pamela. I'm RyanORadio Penitentiary. We done changed it to that because I had all the other stations. So we're still WQEE, but here we are. All right, we're going to get ready to go on. All right. Here we go. We're going to come on. When will the next storm come, Bolly? It is going to be this coming up week. It's already hitting in Florida as we speak. It's not coming nowhere near us in Georgia, but it's already hit some. It's already a hurricane in Florida. It's hurricane season. Oh, yeah. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. If I don't see you again, a good night. Welcome into period number 1 of 3 periods of nonstop play. We go inside the coach's corner here shortly, so don't you dare move away from that radio dial. Our good friend, Coach Tommy Lewis, joins us to the top of the period. Plus, we got sports news and everything you can use, and Garth Brooks news. It's RyanORadio Penitentiary. I'm your host of the most, Ryan O'Neal, and of course, I'm the game, all right. It's 78,000 plus of you worldwide on the Shoutcast, Shout It Out Loud, across that RyanORadio media page. Earth, Rock, Radio, New Mexico, Arizona, and the Navajo Nation. We're across the British Columbia Isles of Canada, and finally, 99.1 FM, WQEE the Key, home of Southern sports, inspirational talk, and more in Atlanta, WVEQ, sunny 98.5 FM in Lynette, WZZV, Victory 100.3 FM in LaGrange, and of course, WZEV, ladies and gentlemen, in Lineville. We got to get ready to go to a break here. Let's go to the phone lines right quick. You're welcome into RyanORadio Penitentiary. And to all my haters out there, I got this to say to them.
Well, I got a question.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Well, I want to know why, but you know the Arizona Cardinals played Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Was Tampa Bay just got nailed by all kinds of junk
Yep.
from that
Right.
They get to play still.
I don't know.
The Arizona Cardinals beat them 26-24.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, they're still playing. But here's the thing, here's the question. The Cowboys go play Pittsburgh, but the game gets delayed several times.
It does, but they still win.
For lightning and rain. That's the question I want to ask.
That's a
Why
good
do you
question.
get to play, and who's going to watch your game when you're busy trying to repair your home?
Exactly. I don't know. I guess they're still going to keep doing the games the best they can and they're making money.
It is kind of funny.
Yeah.
But
Well,
don't you know, here's the other question I want to bring up.
right.
Don't you know Florida is your big player in elections?
Yep. They are.
Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia are big time players in your
Yes, we are. That's true.
Ain't that a question mark?
That is a question mark.
But I don't know. There's something to get your listeners to think of.
Yeah, definitely so.
I pray, I don't wish, but I pray that you have a good morning.
Thank you, brother. I pray for you too. Thank you, brother. I pray that you have a good morning.
And the next thing I'm trying to tell you, I will be getting out of Florida as possible.
As soon as possible.
Milton is coming. It's going to
Yep.
be at Category 4, and it's coming Wednesday evening.
Yep, it is. It's headed that way. Yes.
I'll be getting out right up now.
I would too. I definitely would too, brother.
Just saying, if you can.
If you can, for sure.
If not, prepare for it. I want everyone in that
Buckle
area
down.
to know to prepare for it. I'm dead serious.
There you go. Definitely prepare for it, Florida. Thank you, Martin. I appreciate it.
Thank you for letting me be on this show again.
You're welcome. Thank you for calling in.
I pray that you have a good morning and all your listeners.
Thank you. You too, brother. Thank you. You have a great, pray for you having a good morning too. Bye.
Well, thank you. Bye.
Bye. You're welcome. All right, we got to go to Inside the Coach Corner in a minute, but when you're down, what is your go-to music taste? That's our poll question this morning. 64% say classic rock and classic hits. 9% say country, R&B and hip hop hitting at 18%. Hitting, you get it, and pop at 9% of the votes. All right, we go to Coach Inside the Coach's Corner with my favorite head football coach. Yes, I forgot to put in contemporary Christian or whatever, but that should have been one offered too. All right, we're going to take a break. Coming back right after the break, 60 degrees here under the dark skies of Atlanta and Metro Atlanta. Your time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all. Mike and the crew can exterminate and lay the smackdown for you. I will be saying hello to all of you guys right after we get done talking with the coach inside the Coach's Corner with Coach Tommy Lewis. Another big win for those War Eagles. Next.
Forecast brought to you by Active Pest Control, 34 Jefferson Street in Newton. Summer, winter, spring, fall, we don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all. Mike and the crew can exterminate and lay a smackdown for you. Plenty of sunshine today. Beautiful sunny skies, high near 86. Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, clear, cool with a low near 57, light and variable winds. Headed into your Tuesday, plenty of sunshine, high near 81. Northeast winds around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Some clouds on Tuesday night, giving way to clear skies overnight, low near 58. Winds light and variable. Mostly sunny.
Hello, everyone, says Gail. Hopefully, let's make sure that the filters are working, because I'm feeling like everybody else. There you go. There you go. Martin M is in. There you go. There you go. There you go. I don't know what happened, but I was looking for. Hey, good morning, Coach.
How you doing, my brother?
I am doing fantastic, believe me. I got some exciting news.
What you got?
Coming up in November, I'm already on 2 of our stations, but coming up in November, my morning show is going to be on every single radio station this company owns.
Congratulations, Rhino.
I appreciate it. It's
fantastic, man.
Yeah, so I guess I'm good enough to be on a oldie station, a talk station, a top 40 station, and a Christian station all at the same time.
Man, hey, that's what the Lord calls us to be, man. It's everything to everybody, man. Way to go.
Yeah, so beginning in November, I mean, we are already promoting it that we're getting there, but I'm going to be taking over, and my show is going to be on all the stations, the morning show there. So East Alabama, West Georgia is going to be having everything.
Man, you're gonna start wanting a bigger school on your show, man. I'm probably gonna lose my spot.
No. The only way that happens is if New York calls and they want to put me everywhere. Then I'll have to start doing high school sports later on. I have to do 2 shows a day.
There you go. That'd be a good problem to have, huh?
But yeah, that would be a good problem to have. But right now, no. The guy that owns all the stations, the CEO, he listens to this show, and he already knows what all is on here. And so he just wants to add a few things. I do a lot of news here and stuff like that, and he appreciates the way I do the news and presents it and sports and stuff. So no, it's going to work out pretty well.
That's fantastic, Ron. I'm so happy for you, man. Congratulations.
I appreciate it. But now that means you could push Landmark a little harder to come on. They're gonna get heard all the way down to East Alabama.
If you would do me a big favor, and if you could send me something that lists all the stations that you'll be on and the region that you'll be covering,
Yes.
that would definitely help me, promote you here and with all of our people.
Sounds good. I'll send it over today. I've already got everything listed on. I've already tagged it at the top of all my Facebook pages, my radio station Facebook page, my personal Facebook page, and my radio show Facebook page. So everybody's seeing that's there. So
awesome, man.
Yeah, so I gotta watch who all I bring on too. So I'm not worried about you, but I gotta watch who all I bring on because he's entrusted me to be the morning show for all these stations. So
of course. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I hope I can.
Thank you, Martin. Oh, you'll be all right.
All right, that's good, my brother. Well, I'm so happy for you, Ryan, man. Congratulations.
I appreciate it. Well, it's about like getting big wins like you guys got over the weekend.
Yeah, no, it was another battle, and yeah, our another situation where we had a little bit of a slow start, but yeah, our guys kept plugging away and did a real good job, and yeah, it was a big win for us. Be able to go 1-0 in the region to start out. It's a nice start. So yeah, we're excited.
Oh, I had a feeling last year when you told me about all them young guys coming up and everybody was already on there. I had a feeling last year you guys were going to be doing well this year. So,
Well, it's been good, man. It's the Lord is good. We've been able to keep a bunch of kids, attract a few others, and it's all coming together. And we're still young, so
yeah.
Hopefully we'll be able to keep this thing going. Not only this year but the next few years.
It sounds good. All right, we're getting ready to go on, Coach.
All right, sounds good, brother.
Well, Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary on this TGIM Major News Monday. We got a lot of news for you. We'll get back into that this morning. We'll give you some of the highlights from over the weekend as the Cowboys beat the Steelers. And, of course, we'll get you, oh, my goodness, Alabama losing to Vanderbilt. We'll talk more about that. Plus, this morning in the news, we'll get you headline news with more on the Garth Brooks situation. But first, we're going to go inside the coach's corner where our favorite head football coach from the landmark Christian War Eagles. Please welcome Coach Tommy Lewis. Good morning, Coach.
Hey, good morning, Ryan. How you doing today?
I'm doing good on this Monday. How about yourself?
Yeah, thank God it's Monday. Lord's giving us another day, another week. Looking forward to it.
I know. Well, I tell you what, we always excited to have you on every Monday, but the past few weeks and this season has been probably the most exciting coach's corner, inside the coach's corners we've done in a while. And you guys got the best of your opponent this past weekend. So you see what I did there?
yeah, that's pretty good. I was doing the same thing last week. I was telling the guys we need to prepare our best in order to beat best.
That's right.
So, it was good.
It was a good one. Well, let's talk about that game, ladies and gentlemen, with Best Academy over the weekend. How did it start? What went on? And let's talk a little bit about what happened between you guys.
Sure. Yeah. It's I don't like to say that we're a slow starting team, but it's the proof is in the pudding, and once again we were kind of.
I'll definitely check it out, ABC.
I think we show our youth a little bit when we're not locked in from the jump. We're still. That bad habit, if you will,
right,
of being a slow start team because, I think that we actually came right out of the blocks,
right,
ready to roll. We kicked off to them. Jackson Bellotti, our kicker, our senior kicker, did a fantastic job again kicking. Put all 5 of his kicks in the end zone, even when they marched us back 5 yards, because one of our guys got a little eager and was offside on one kick.
Right.
They put us back 5 yards. He still put it through the end zone. So he's doing a great job of kicking. Set us up for some success right out of the gate. Had that pinned back and did a good job defensively on that first series. Created a turnover. Got the ball. Kind of didn't really do anything with it as far as a touchdown, but Jackson Bellotti comes back on the field.
Right.
I wanted to give him a 50-yard credit for a 50-yarder, but it was just under that 40-yard line, which makes it a 50-yarder. So I think technically it was a 49-yard field goal, and he busted it right through there, Rhino. So we jumped out early to a 3-0 lead. Thanks a large part due to Jackson Bellotti, but then Best Academy came roaring back, and by 2 minutes into the second quarter, they were up 12-3 on us, and we just couldn't get clicking on offense. And but our defensive staff, led by Coach Damon Dawson, did a great job with some adjustments, and ended up shutting Best down the rest of the game. They didn't score again the rest of the game, and when we finally got on track offensively, had a couple of nice drives, had one big play. Brady Robinson had another key clutch play that kind of pulled us away.
Right.
And Jackson, and so that put us up for good. I guess we were up 17-12 at the time. And the second half, Brady Robinson had that touchdown. Great catch, broke a tackle, took it the distance. So we ended up winning 24-12, Rhino. We're 1-0 against Best, 1-0 in the region. And, our guys, again, we show our youth with our slow starts, but then we kind of defy our youth when these guys show the tremendous grit and determination that they've been showing all year long to be able to come back and kind of put the clamps on teams defensively and get things rolling on offense. And ended up with a really solid game and a region win, 24-12 against Best Academy.
Well, congratulations to you. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I was just going to say I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that we did lose one of our key players, Tyson Hammaker, junior running back and return specialist.
Uh-huh.
We're trying to run out the clock, trying to put the game away, and Tyson trying to plant while a guy was tackling from behind. He was breaking his femur, Rhino. So he had successful surgery. The folks at Showa, took great care of him.
Excellent.
He's had surgery, got a rod put in his femur, and his recovery. So just if your listeners out there, just lift up some prayers on behalf
Amen.
for Tyson Hammaker, we'd really appreciate it. He is, again, he's recovering well. He didn't have any other damage to his hips or pelvis or knee or anything like that, so we're very thankful for that. But everybody can lift up prayer for Tyson and get him on the road to recovery. We'd really appreciate it.
Amen. We'll definitely lift him up for sure, Coach. And it looks like, and congratulations once again, as you guys are having a pretty good season heading into this week. What are we expecting coming up this weekend, this coming up game? Who do you got coming up, and what are you expecting from your opponents this week?
Yes, sir. Well, with Best Academy, that started on a 5-game region portion of our schedule. So
Right.
This week, another region opponent is the Walker School.
Okay.
They're having kind of an up and down season there. They have a couple of wins. They've won 2 games. I believe they're 2-4 right now.
Okay.
And so and we have to go to their place. So anytime you have to go on the road,
Right.
especially the young team, you never know how our guys will respond to the road trip and a different environment and all those kind of things. But Walker does some different things on offense.
Okay.
Rhino, they keep you on your toes. They give you a lot of different looks, a lot of unbalanced sets, a lot of polecat. I call them polecat sets.
Okay.
Spread out a tight end and a tackle on one side and have their core lineman on the other side of the field. And so we're definitely gonna have to prepare well. I know our defensive coaches will put together a good game plan to have our guys prepare for that. And then offensively, they've shown a couple of different looks throughout the season. I mean, we have plenty of film on them, but they do a lot of different things on defense as well. They're very multiple. They'll show an even front, play
Right.
a 4-man front with either a cover 3 look or man-to-man behind it. They're very aggressive up front, and then they'll also play a 3-4 look, and then play an umbrella cover 2 behind it, or even match up man-to-man. So we have to be ready for a lot of different looks on both sides of the ball. Of course, we need to have our special teams sound. We got to make sure that they don't get any easy ones on a return or something like that. But yeah, so Walker's our next opponent. It's at the Walker School at 7:30 p.m. this Friday. Again, kickoff is at 7:30 p.m.
All right.
Give our fans and listeners out there, Rhino, that can make that game. It's up in Marietta.
Right.
We'd love to have them out there supporting our guys.
Definitely a pretty good drive, but guys, get there. Try to leave as early as you can, because traffic on a Friday sometimes is good and sometimes bad, Coach, heading towards Marietta.
Yeah, no doubt, man. We ran into that when we were going down to Henderson Stadium this past week.
Right.
Thought we might even beat some of the Friday traffic with that early kickoff we had this past Friday with a 5:30 kickoff, but it took at least 15 minutes longer than we had planned, and we got kind of a little squinch for time. So yeah, we're going to definitely allow enough time to get all the way up to Marietta at the Walker School, and
Yep.
yeah, that Friday traffic, man, it's crazy.
It is that. It's crazy. Look, it's crazy on a Tuesday or Wednesday midday at 1 o'clock, Coach.
You're absolutely right, Ryan. You got to be careful traffic no matter what time you're traveling around the metro Atlanta area.
Definitely so. Well, Coach, before we find out what's going on at the school and all that good stuff, I want to get your opinion and thoughts on the college football games over the weekend, especially Alabama losing to Vanderbilt. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, well, we've talked about it before.
Yep.
That's why you play the game. There's nobody's going to just hand you a win.
That's true, Kim. I did leave them off.
And it's
I apologize.
it's one of those things that it was definitely a trap game. Coming off a huge high
Mm-hmm.
And you always wonder how anybody really,
Right.
Professional, college kids, it doesn't matter what level football, when you have an exciting win like that,
Right.
There's always a potential for a big letdown the next week. And
True.
on the one hand, I certainly want to give Vanderbilt credit for getting there and not only executing their game plan against one of the best teams in the country, but
True.
they also took the counterpunch of Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
The same way Alabama took Georgia's counterpunch and held them off. Vanderbilt, was ahead comfortably going in the second half. By the end of the third quarter, I think it was a 2-point game. Alabama came roaring back, but Vanderbilt put them away. And
Yeah.
it was a very impressive win. And it's not going to surprise me if Alabama bounces back. And,
True.
they're obviously still one of the best teams probably going to make the playoffs. But,
Exactly.
it's why you play the game. And it was it's a great example for our young players too. I mean, you got to be prepared every week for every opponent. You never take anybody for granted.
Exactly. Exactly.
And I'm not, I'm certainly not accusing Alabama, their coaches or their players for taking them for granted. But
Right.
it obviously something happened.
Something did happen.
What Alabama was a 3-touchdown favorite.
Exactly.
And, ended up losing by about a touchdown. So that's a 4-touchdown swing. So they obviously had a mental and emotional letdown, and paid the price with an L.
It definitely is. And the only team that I expected to come back after a loss was Georgia, beating my Auburn Tigers. I am so disappointed in Auburn this year. They are 2-4, but I think that there's a possibility to win a few more games. But this whole thing with Georgia now 4-1, Alabama now 4-1. The last polls I looked at, Coach, Alabama was still at number 1. That can always change in the top 25 polls this week in the college football world, NCAA. But I don't really want to talk about Georgia beating Auburn. I already knew that was going to happen. So.
Again, Georgia definitely bounced back, and like I said, doesn't surprise anybody. But I would be surprised if Texas didn't move into first in those polls. But
Right.
I think any of those college coaches will tell you, as long as you can finish in the top 12 and make the playoffs,
There you go.
everybody's got a shot. Everybody's got a shot at the title. So that's I think what everybody's doing is just make sure they stay locked in enough to finish in that top 12.
That's it.
Make the playoffs, and then anything can happen.
It is. And after looking at the top 12 teams, it's exciting to see a majority of the SEC teams in there. I'm loving this new round playoff this year, and we might even get to see Georgia and Alabama play again this season. You just never know.
That's right.
All right.
Just depends on how the SEC schedule goes.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, there are plenty of SEC representation in that top 25.
Tennessee.
And the top 12. So it should be a banner year with a lot of great matchups.
Definitely so. Well, Coach, tell us what's going on over at Landmark before we let you get out of here.
Well, we had another tour day last week. Had the families on campus, showing them around. Just let all your listeners out there know that if they're looking for a Christian community, school, education, one of the best around with arts, education, arts, academics, and athletics. You're not going to find a better combination than Landmark, certainly not in this area. And so invite anybody that's looking to get their kids here to make an appointment with our admissions office. They're taking appointments you don't have to make one of these tour days, but they'll have you on an individual tour if you'd like to come check us out. And everything now is geared toward January enrollment or next fall.
Excellent.
We're deep into the semester this year, so we don't have any more time to apply for this fall semester, but we do take mid-year applicants for January, and we'll leave it take applicants for next fall. So we'd love anybody that's interested to make an appointment with our admissions office. Love to show you around.
Sounds good. Well, Coach, before we let you get out of here, anything else you'd like to add?
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you, Coach. Well, that's been Inside the Coach's Corner, ladies and gentlemen, for a Monday edition right here with our favorite head football coach, Tommy Lewis from the Landmark Christian War Eagle.
War Eagle.
Back in a moment. All right. Awesome as always, Coach.
All right, Ryan, I appreciate you, man. You do a great job, and so glad you're being rewarded for it, man. Excited to hear about your standing coverage, man. That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Coach.
All right, my brother. You have a great day and a great week.
You do the same.
All right, talk to you next Monday, brother.
Same here. See you then. Have a great weekend. Bye. All right, let's see. Good morning, Toby. I'm going to say hello to everybody here in a minute. Terry C., Frankie.
Wishbone Fried Chicken is back in a brand new location, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newton. Same great taste, the best chicken around. Fish dinners, open Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's Wishbone Fried Chicken right next door to their former location, bringing you the best chicken around. So great. Wishbone Fried Chicken, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newton.
Keep your home safe with home scan inspections. Our licensed and accredited professionals know exactly what to look for in order to prevent safety hazards and costly effects that may be found in your home. Ask about our free roof and termite inspections to ensure all areas are covered. Visit homescaninspector.com or send a text to 770-855-5678. Home Scan Inspections, where known matters.
It's time once again for the fall annual revival at Newton City Church, 17 First Avenue, here in the Metro Atlanta area of Newton. October 6th through October 9th, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. nightly. Different pastors, great music, and Jason Horn's Bluegrass Wednesday. Come out to Newton City Church. Join us this coming up October 6th through the 9th. Newton City Church, 17 First Avenue for the fall annual tent revival.
Hank Arnold here from Cowboy the Force. Cowboy the Force is Newton's own addiction recovery support center. We exist to provide recovery support services for individuals and family members who have been impacted by addiction. Our services are no cost, and all of our information is available on our website.
We're getting ready to come back. Oh, sorry, Kim, about not adding gospel. After I added pop, I said, I should say gospel. Contemporary Christian.
Recreational propane. They have a full selection of generators, heaters, gas logs, and fireplaces. They're located at 752 North Lanier Avenue in Lynette, Alabama. Open 9 to 5 daily, and their phone number is 334-644-4306.
Hi, I'm Dr. Bruce William. Thanks for joining us here at Health, Happiness, and Harmony, the show in which we talk about things that can help you improve your life, improve your mental health, and help you to get your life back in balance. Our goal here is to provide information that's both scientific and prolific. So join us here.
Hello, everyone. This is DJ Commando of a 45's Affair radio show where I play all Rhino 45s. You're listening to WQEE 99.1 FM, Newton, Georgia.
Welcome back into Rhino Radio Penitentiary. What's up, sports nuts, inmates, and more? 15 minutes away from the top of the hour. We're currently at 60 degrees, and the sun is trying to shine behind the clouds. Actually, it's getting a little sunny out there. Your time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control, 34 Jefferson Street in Newton. Good morning to Terry C., truck driver Terry, with us this morning, as well as Martin Deloach, Frankie, Martin M., as Martin Moore. Toby's in the house this morning. Jessica is up with us early out there. Christina as well. Kim, I'm sorry we didn't put gospel in there, but we appreciate gospel, of course. We play a lot of it here. Good morning to Kim as well as, let's go on back and make sure we got everybody on. Jessica, Martin, Kim, Terry C., Agent 206, as well as ABC. Little Z is in the house. Nothing but trouble. We're praying for her. We're going to pray over her because something had happened to her where she was bitten by a spider. In Jesus' name, we're praying over her. Nothing but trouble for you to help her out and get rid of all of that danger out of her because she's a wonderful human being. In Jesus' name, protect her. Amen. Gail, good morning. And the Zoo Crew, Randall's with us this morning. Roll Tide Randall. I know that he's not talking too much about his team losing to Vandy over the weekend. but I'm not going to make fun because let me tell you something. Everybody's like, I know a lot of Georgia fans are trying to make fun of those Alabama fans by not saying Roll Tide. I'm going to tell you something. Don't make Alabama and Alabama fans too mad. Why do you think us Auburn folks over here going, shaking our head going, oh, yeah. Please don't talk to them like that. Please don't make fun of them like that. They're going to come back and destroy the rest of your teams. And we got a game with the police. They're going to please let them take it easy on us this year. But all right, but Georgia, there you go. All right, there you go. Let's see. When you're down, what is your go-to music taste? Kim says gospel, of course. Classic rock and classic hits, 50% of the votes. 19% going to country. R&B and hip-hop getting 15% of the votes. And pop is popping at 15% of the votes as well. That's our poll question this morning. Thank you guys for being with us. Like, subscribe, and share on the YouTube page. Help a brother out, $RyanShelander, RyanShelander. We're going to talk about bad blood later on this morning in the final period. The deputy that was in my backyard over the weekend, CM Punk and Drew McIntyre beating the living mess out of each other. We'll get into all of that for you this morning and a little soap opera preview for the week. Jessica says, Toby, where's the jump? Oh, headed to Minnesota. Terry C is this morning heading to Minnesota. Thank you for all that you do, brother, working really diligently. 20 Breeders' Cups qualifiers are on. 5 on the Arc Cup in France this past weekend's race. NFL legend Chad Johnson and James Harrison are the first to decide that they're going to have an MMA bout in the new year. They're going to fight one another. I guess after this whole Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul coming up in next month, I guess everybody's deciding, hey, that's what they want to do. Let's make a little bit of money. Got to say congratulations to the Valley Rams over the weekend, beating Sylacauga 26-7. Real Time beat Lynette 40-0. Springwood over Evangel Christian 88-58. Wow. Noonan Cougars took out Dutchtown 35-21. And Douglas County over EC 42-17. And Monroe over Northgate 7-3. Troup County lost to Upson Lee 39-27. Mary Persons beat Trinity 21-14. Calvary over Shaw 40-7. Heard County continuing their moving on. The Heard County Braves right here part of the station 31-14 over Temple. And Callaway defeated West Side of Macon 34-14. Congratulations once again to Landmark Christian War Eagles over Best Academy 24-12. Winning their first there. So that's what's going on. We got a lot to talk about. We got some headline news to get you ready. We're going to talk about Garth Brooks having a countersuit against the makeup artist that accused him of sexual assault. We'll get into that. I'll give a little bit of thoughts on that. And it looks like we're right around the corner for another hurricane. Hurricane Milton is going to hit by Wednesday in the Florida Panhandle and throughout Florida. Several different counties are being hit, and Governor Ron DeSantis is warning those getting out of there. Get out of there as we speak. Get out of there as we speak. They are put there. There's going to have to be some money to help out and everything and stuff. So we already having this that's going on in North Carolina, which was hit harder by this Hurricane Helene. Now we got Hurricane Milton coming up. He's just a grouchy old man. Good Lord. He's going to be a Category 4 by the time he hits Florida, and they're preparing for it as we speak. I don't think we might get a little rain off of this. I don't know. Let's go to the phone lines. Good morning. You're on the RyanORadio Penitentiary.
Yeah.
Good morning.
In the couple in.
Yes.
Your flood and mud boys, they ain't helping worth a crap either. I know for a fact.
Wow.
They're not sending any money. They're not sending any help. They're not sending things like, supplies like water, food that you might need for these people down all over Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Helena was hit.
Exactly. Well, I tell you what, I do know that a lot of people, including our sheriff's department here in Metro Atlanta area of Noonan, took up a lot of stuff to go take to Emmanuel County, which was hit hard in Georgia. My church is helping out some people in Augusta.
Yep, that's not FEMA. That's your own county.
Yep. Well, we're helping people out, and I know FEMA is.
That's what.
I know they're supposed to, and I know that some people are having a flip flop back and forth. But as long as you and I are helping out, I feel like as long as you and I are helping out, and people like us, I feel like we're going to help our fellow neighbors out. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that same way too. You have to help them out, but I'm telling you, your federal government ain't helping your flood and mud boys ain't helping.
Yep, and it's like Randall said that FEMA's funds went to Ukraine and Israel, and so
it went more than this Ukraine and Israel.
Wow.
But yeah.
Well, there you go. Well, I appreciate you calling.
I know for a fact because I know plenty of people in that area.
Wow. Well, I tell you what, I appreciate you calling. Thank you very much, brother.
Take care.
Take care. That's Martin from Texas this morning. But why is in Georgia with us this morning? Pamela, I meant to say hello to her. I hope I didn't. Pete is joining us this morning. And good morning to the Sweet Leaf and all that from Pete and Noonan. Category 4 is what it's going to be when it hits landfall later this week. Toby says, no worries. I don't like GD. Oh, okay. Well, it's good morning all, but why? Our famous painter. He's our famous artist. I'm going to call you artist from Georgia. He's a Georgia boy, so there you go. Wonder if you were happy about that Georgia game beating out Auburn over the weekend. I wasn't, but Alabama losing. I wonder how you felt. Agent 206, good morning. I know that truck driver Terry called in and said that there was some help being happening in his old neck of the woods. So FEMA says they have basically ran out of money for the rest of the hurricane season. God, but why? You know what that means, but why, right? All of us people in Georgia are going to have to take care of the rest of the people. We're going to have to raise food and money and all this kind of stuff. Here we go again. I know the Noonan City Church over here is raising some funds, and we're doing that to help out up in Augusta, Georgia. We have a member of the church's sister that has passed away due to the hurricane and the last time. I know that we got some help going on up there, and we continue to pray for our friends and family in North Carolina, South Carolina, and all over Georgia and everywhere that was hit Tennessee by this unbelievable destructive storm. In Jesus' name, amen. And I know people have rights to be mad, guys. People have rights to be mad that there's no money left to help the good people of the United States. FEMA has used most of the funds allocated for illegal aliens. Yep, that's what a lot of people are saying. And people have every right to be mad right now about that. They have every right. Kid Rock's supposed to be on his way with a truck boat of stuff. Well, I know that Metallica has gave a whole lot of money. I know that a couple of $2 million was given and other, not just $2 million, but other things. Miss Dolly Parton took part in it. Good morning, Frankie. So you know what? We got a lot of people with a lot of money. They need to go ahead and do things. I know we are expecting our government to do it, but how can we expect them when they gave all the money away that So I'm done with that. I'm glad that we got people with money that want to help out. They are lying the government print money off of money like it's toilet paper, said Frankie. Oh, so they got money. They just don't want to help it out, huh? Ooh. Frankie, don't tell them that, man. You're over there serving and they're going to find out. Who's this Frankie guy? Why is he giving our secrets away to Ryan? Who's the Frankie guy giving our secrets away to Ryan? I don't know if their government's trying to kill us. God is probably tired of all of us worshiping politicians. I like this person. I like that person. I hate this person. I hate that person. God's like, look. You need to focus on me, everybody. I'm God. I don't care about the rest of these people. Focus on me. God's allowing this to happen. But we're going to pray for him. We're going to definitely pray for him. But that was Pete saying that, and no problem with that. Let's go to the phone lines. Good morning.
Good morning, my friend, the man, the myth, the legend, the Rhino.
Woo!
Terry C here. How are you?
Thank you very much, Terry C. I'm doing good, brother. I'm glad you're with us. I know you're heading up to a colder part of the United States this morning.
Well, I'm in Illinois right at the moment.
Oh, that is cold, though.
I'm in the Chicagoland area.
Uh-oh.
In all this traffic.
Oh.
Yeah, I woke up I had my shorts on. It got a little warm yesterday afternoon.
Right.
It's a bit chilly.
I know, right? I don't know. I mean, it changes, right? I don't know. What's wrong with this weather?
Yeah, it's kind of bipolar, I guess. But, hey, listen, I guess the main reason I wanted to talk, I am originally from the Asheville, North Carolina area.
Right, you are.
The mountains there, there's about 28 counties.
Right.
That are involved. And basically what they're going through is the infrastructure.
Right.
Of all of the lights, the water, the sewer, the radio, the TV, the everything.
Right.
Pretty much has washed away. I mean,
Ooh.
A lot of it is gone. They're making big progress.
Right.
Huge progress. But it's going to take time. They did say that the FCC is on the ground up there, and what I speak is facts.
Right.
Because I've got some contacts. I've got a good pastor friend of mine up there that's doing a lot of the relief effort.
Okay.
He is actually helping.
Okay.
But the FCC
Okay.
has said that they are going to study the infrastructure of mountain counties in the United States, period. It's not necessarily North Carolina.
Right.
Because obviously, for whatever reasons, roads were entirely washed away.
Yep.
And everything else was washed away. So they're going to be studying that, which is a good thing. Hopefully that will make it build back better, stronger. So something like this won't happen again.
Amen.
Because nobody knows and nobody would fathom that a hurricane would cause that much damage in a mountain area.
Exactly.
That you can never, ever fully be prepared for.
That's exactly true. Exactly true, Terry.
So the issue, the people are coming together. It's going to be a marathon. It's not going to be a sprint.
Amen.
They're not going to come in and get this done and be out. It's going to take months and years to fix, to build back roads and get the water back on and all that good stuff. So the biggest thing, I guess, is FEMA is on the ground there.
Okay.
But what a lot of people don't understand or don't realize, FEMA has not ran out of money.
Okay.
They are turning around a lot of the claims within 24 hours, and this is coming from reliable sources that I know on the ground,
Right.
family and friends.
Excellent.
I
appreciate that.
That's happening. People are getting took care of. Not saying that later on there's going to be a jam, because when you're dealing with the federal government, I worked for the federal government for 21 years.
Right.
You know that things come slow.
Slow.
But the biggest thing is, unless you know something 100%, that's the problem that they're running into.
Right.
If you don't know it for 100%, don't put it out there.
Right.
There's people that have lost family members and loved ones.
Amen.
There's people that have lost everything they own. There's people that their businesses where they work or people are going to be able to get back to work.
I know.
You know, bills still got to be paid.
Yes.
And so, anyway, you know, that's the biggest thing I can say, just from the little bit of knowledge. And I'm not there.
Right.
We've got family members that are there.
Right.
But the community is coming together. And, you know, just be careful out there if you're listening. Scammers are out there. People are there already trying to loot and take other people's property and so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
Biggest thing we can do is just pray. If we can send money, be sure you send it to a reputable organization.
Exactly.
And just pray for the folks there. They're tired already.
I know.
But it's going to be a long haul.
It definitely is. Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah, brother.
Go ahead. I appreciate it.
If you don't know it for a fact, don't put it out there.
There you go.
You've got speculation, and I probably dislike the government more than anybody does.
I know, right?
But you know what?
He's a truck driver.
It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So just pray for them, because I'm telling you, the devastation is
Real.
absolutely insane. It's insane. So
It definitely
all
is.
right, I'll get off my soapbox, man.
No, that's all right.
Good day. Hello out there, the penitentiary. We're still on lockdown till Warden Rhino lets us out.
That's right. That's right.
Have a great day.
You too, brother.
Yeah, brother.
All right. Terry C., truck driver Terry. Back in a moment, ladies and gentlemen. And Daniel said hello. What's up, Daniel? I'll say hello to everybody going into the second period. Yeah, I saw that, Pete. What you said earlier on Friday. Was H.D. Reese there? If she was, it meant something. But if she wasn't, then it didn't mean anything. Red Letters Radio. That's right. Sup? Alejandra Polanas.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Dave Mattingly.
My lovely bride. She's up. She's supposed to be sleeping. Good morning, everybody. Thank you. Like, subscribe, and share to the page. And I want to thank Terry C. for getting us that information out of North Carolina that we needed. Oh, the coffee is good. I'm just trying to stay awake.
The Federal Emergency Management Agency says it's already approved more than $12 million for storm survivors in Buncombe County alone. Florida is bracing for another hurricane. Milton is gaining strength in the Gulf of Mexico. It is expected to make landfall in the state by midweek as a major storm. Milton is now a Category 2 hurricane with top sustained winds of 100 miles per hour. NPR's Juliana Kim says Governor Ron DeSantis has declared a state of emergency in
51 of those states of emergency.
Meteorologists have described Milton as a rapidly intensifying storm. And that
We went for pizza and chicken bites. Oh, you did?
one storm on Sunday, a day earlier.
I got some cards from that event. I thought it was a different event, but that different event that I thought it was is coming up later this month.
In the state since Hurricane Irma in 2017. The National Hurricane Center urged Florida residents to complete storm preparations and seek safety on Tuesday in order to shelter in place the next day. Milton is expected to exit into the Atlantic Ocean by Thursday. Juliana Kim, NPR News.
Former President Donald Trump was campaigning in Wisconsin yesterday.
All righty.
Member station WVEQ
Bought 10 of them. What?
Republican presidential nominee's fourth trip to the swing state in little more than a week.
Donald Trump spoke to thousands of people at an airport in Dodge County, Wisconsin. The county went for the Republican by a nearly 2-to-1 margin in 2020. He urged people to vote early for him, even if they're not comfortable with everything he says or does.
There are some people that say, we love Trump's policy, but we don't like Trump.
But why? You still there, brother?
No, I actually think I'm the nicest person. All I want to do is save our country. Okay, that's
The campaign of Democratic candidate Kamala Harris Harris held a media
I got to say hello to you on the air. I don't know if I did. Frankie said this is going to suck once you get popular. This is going to suck once you get popular. Oh, once I get popular on the internet. We already got it. We can't talk to each other because of people spamming it. Well, we'll probably block the spams. Good, but why? Thank you. Where are you working today? I don't want to know. Are you working in Georgia or Alabama today, brother? I will block them, Frankie. Don't worry. All of you guys will be able to still talk. I won't be able to see as much since it's popping up really fast now, too. But I've got 2 or 3 ways of making money now and making people be. There's a way now that can make you top stars or whatever they call them on here. Whatever they got them on here. I done worked on it this weekend on the YouTube page. I'm like, this thing, I'll be able to make some money. I decided to be lazier than usual and take the day off, but I hate Mondays. Oh, you're like Garfield. You hate Mondays. See your brother. Daniel's got a meeting over there in Missouri. His team in Missouri. I think your college team won over the weekend, right? Oh, no. Nope, they lost. Wow. What's up, John Morton? Hello there. Pamela says, you will be needing more mods, Randy. Who's Randy? You talking to Randy? Is Randy on? I waited all weekend for this show. Love it, Ryan. Thank you, Toby. I appreciate you, brother. Flag to see Alabama. Alabama loss. Hopefully, won't be the first place. Won't be first anymore. Right now, from what I see, but why they're still number 1, but they're probably going to go down. And Georgia's got to go. I think Texas will probably be number 1. Good morning.
Why do you think we had that train wreck with your Abraham? Oh, I don't know, your tank down in a little town called Goose Creek, South Carolina?
No, I didn't know about that. Yeah, Cowboys won.
That was 2 weeks before the big hurricane. But you had a
Good afternoon, Joe.
CSX train hit the Abraham Lincoln.
I'm sorry if I didn't see your message, ABC.
Tank. The big M1 Abraham Lincoln tank.
Oh, really?
Abraham Lincoln tank. That's what I call that.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, that hit.
All right.
2 weeks before. That was because your government was moving out of the area. Or moving a lot of your equipment out of that area right before the hit of that massive hurricane.
I'll check it, ABC.
Is right.
Wow.
Water, it was coming out of what is called Goose Creek, South Carolina.
I'll check that out.
I don't know if you ever been there, but that's one of the.
I've only been to Florence and Conway.
It's also why I want to know, why are all your military bases getting hit?
It seems a little bit strange.
It does. But have a good day.
You too, brother. That's my good friend, Martin D. All right, I'm checking it out, ABC, brother. I don't usually go on my email. Did you read about the Jim Henson parking lot getting bought out by the Church of Scientology? What do you think about that? Oh, all right, I'll answer that question for you, ABC. Thank you for asking. I don't want to mess with a Scientologist.
Services, please reach out. We can do in-person and online services.
They think I'm friendly with them. They keep themselves, I keep to myself. But I'll answer that question for you, ABC. Email is 99classicrock@gmail.com. Here we go. Good morning. We can have quiet on the set, everybody. Come on, come on, come on. Quiet on the set because the RyanORadio Penitentiary is on the air and... Oh, it's awesome. All right. 78,000 plus of you worldwide on the Shoutcast Shout Out Loud. Across that RyanORadio media page, iHeartRadio, Amazon Prime, 22 different other streaming platforms. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we're across the British Columbia Isles of Canada and Earth Rock Radio, New Mexico, Arizona, and the Navajo Nation. 25 real and internet radio stations there across Arizona and the New Mexico areas. Also in parts of Oklahoma, I think. And also we're across 99.1 FM, WQEE the Key, home of Southern Sports, Inspirational Talk, and more in the Atlanta area. WZEV 90.5 FM in Lineville, soon to be, and actually we are, WZZV Victory 100.3 FM in LaGrange, and WVEQ 98.7 FM Sunny in Lynette, Alabama. We're on real radio everywhere, internet, and everywhere you should be. RyanORadio Penitentiary on the air at about 13 minutes past the hour. Currently 60 degrees, time and temperature. Beautiful sunny skies brought to you by Active Pest Control. 34 Jefferson Street in Noonan. All right, let's jump into it. Yeah, give me the feed again. Put it in the feed again, ABC. Good morning, ABC. Good morning to Toby, of course, is with us. But why out of Georgia? He's taking the day off, he said. Playing a little hooky. He's an artist, painter. He was in town here with his company a few months back, working at Noonan High School, getting their facilities ready inside, beautifying it, as I would say. And of course, coming downtown because it's easy for him to come downtown because there's a little paint shop here. Can't bring up their names because they're not paying, but he knows what I'm talking about. Let's see, Martin Deloach, everybody, Frankie's with us. Everybody is with us this morning and all that kind of stuff. Sorry, ABC, just all kind of things going on, popping there. Andrew Bolanis is on with us. Good morning, my lovely bride. When you are down, what is the music? What is your go-to music taste? Pete says heavy metal. We also had Kim earlier say, why didn't you put gospel in there? You only get 4 in there, but I'm sorry. Classic rock and hits. Classic hits, 55% of the votes. Country, 16% of the votes. R&B and hip hop, 16% of the votes. And pop at 13% of the votes. I didn't put punk rock and heavy metal in there. You know what I'm saying? Metallica always gets me up going to church and listening to good gospel music. Actually playing the drums to hard rock and heavy metal and punk rock gets me going too. Roll Tide Randall. Anything with a massive feedback. Yeah, anything with massive feedback. Little Jimi Hendrix kind of thing too. That's old school. ABC's, I voted classic rock. There you go. Classical music is my go-to music. Mozart. See. That's but why right here in Georgia. Told you we got some classy upscale people. That's awesome. I love that. Terry C says, I play the spoons. There you go. He knows his jams all over. Still to come this morning, we're going to have that rebuttal from Garth Brooks on that sexual assault case. We'll talk about that. Plus, Trisha Yearwood, his wife, has sold a home, her home or something, in the wake of all this. Wow. So let's jump into it. About 15 minutes past the hour. I'm going to answer that question that you sent to me in the feed. I don't want to be a little controversial there, ABC. All right, let's see here. Let's jump into some headline news this morning. About 15 minutes past the hour, and we are holding at about 60 degrees. Your time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control. It's now time for your news. Here in the Atlanta market, police in Atlanta are saying one man is dead after a carjacking or confronting someone trying to break into his vehicle in Northwest Atlanta. He was shot. It happened just after midnight over the weekend at the 1000 block of Huff Road. Police say the man was shot and killed and trying to confront someone. And they're asking people, don't do that unless you live in the country. Now they're saying, no, don't nobody do that. I'm just saying, if you live in the country, good luck to you breaking into somebody's car out there. Anyway, they're still on the lookout for the suspect. Police say they never found him. And if you know of anything, call 404-577-TIPS. That's 404-577-8477. That is the Atlanta Crime Stoppers. Chemical fire in Rockdale County shelter-in-place order has expired once again. So they're hoping that's going to be all right. Atlanta Homeowners Foundation awards over $1 million to women businesses. Also, ladies and gentlemen, General Hospital star Ron Hale has died at age 78. He's best known to play in Mike Corbin, Dr. Ryan on Ryan's Hope. Hale won a few daytime Emmy Awards from 1979 and 1980. And there you go. Coming up next hour, we'll get the WWE Bad Blood review. I'm going to get a little deeper into that in the final 15 minutes of the show because you know why? I watched it. It was in my own backyard. They put on one hell of a show. And just to let you guys know, TKO has board members. And TKO board members, one of the board members for TKO is an owner of the Atlanta Hawks. And the Atlanta Hawks State Farm Arena is where Bad Blood is. So we'll probably have more WWE pay-per-views in Atlanta. And probably some UFC fights, too. When the Hawks and the WNBA, well, Atlanta Dream's off right now. When the Hawks and the WNBA's Atlanta Dreams are not playing. I don't think the Dream plays that much. I'm picking. Don't give me their sports fanatics. Martin, where are you going? Which Martin's leaving? Martin D. Break into my home and I'll make you meet my friend Jesus, has told me. Break into your car out there. I don't know what happened. Couldn't have been a Southern person in North Georgia. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, Lord. We're talking about this in Israel and South Dakota. Border Patrol, guys, picked up a few things. Let's jump into a couple of headline news here. Border Patrol have apprehended 64 Haitian migrants abandoned by their smugglers over the weekend. Actually, not weekend, but last Wednesday. The high number of Haitian immigrants and migrants have been coming into the nation. And I think some people feel like getting a little bit more money than they should. They're being kicked out of the Dominican Republic, and Border Patrol picked them up and sent them right back to where they came from. And they never found the smugglers either. So I wonder who's smuggling them in. Who's making money smuggling them in? You make a lot of money smuggling people in, don't you know? Alabama, too, says Randall. South Dakota is got a new legislation that's locking in on a brand new Summit carbon pipeline, despite some of the Dakota's Public Utilities Commission saying it's not a good idea. But nearly 500 miles of pipeline in South Dakota is being going to be being laid. Pipeline being laid. Randall, I know what you're thinking. Don't do that. Dirty minded. Martin, Neal, I know what you're thinking. We're talking about real pipeline being laid. The state approved a bill that could help the company push forward with its plans. Senate Bill 201 is what it's called, and was signed by Governor Kristi Noem on March 26th. And a coalition of landowners there, though, have risen up against the challenge, saying that, hey, don't want you coming across our land, They're going to pay them anyway. The bill is being pushed back by citizens, and it's going to be put on a ballot coming up in November. But it could help the economy there in that state, give more jobs, and I guess help us out, which we need it in the United States. Here, 2+ Castle docket, Martin. Protect your family, friends, and neighbors, say Toby. There you go. So that's just some of the headlines out there making headlines this morning. 22 minutes past the hour. Still currently 60 degrees, beautiful sunny skies. Time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control, 34 Jefferson Street in Noonan. Got a lot to talk about here. Israel. We're going to get into this morning. Hurricane Milton. It's probably one of our top news stories this morning. It's going to be hitting by Wednesday. Another hurricane is making its way. It's Category 3 right now. By the time it hits land, it's supposed to be Category 4. I'm going to pray, Jesus Christ, that it slows down and turns into a tropical storm when it hits, because 51 counties are expecting this to happen out of a lot of them. And Governor Ron DeSantis has already put it on high alert there in Florida. Warning, once in a lifetime storm is on its way. Hurricane Milton. What a jackleg he is. Florida is preparing for what is going to be a once in a lifetime storm heading for its coast this week, even as the cleanup from Hurricane Helene still underway. Hurricane Milton is intensifying and rapidly intensifying out there in the Gulf of Mexico and is expected to hit a heavily populated portion of Tampa Bay by Wednesday, likely as a major hurricane. God, according to U.S. National Hurricane Center, people in Florida are being asked to brace for this storm, as a large number of people are evacuating out of it since 2017's Hurricane Irma. And I went down afterwards. Hurricane Irma did a lot of destruction, and many years we'd moved to Pensacola, and one of them, Mediacom, is a some of you might know of it, some of you don't. They are a cable company, and I guess they continues charging people for the cable during the time that everything was shut off, and it was months and months of cleanup during that time. So, oh wow. Milton is tracking towards areas already devastated by Hurricane Helene, which struck northern Florida on the 26th of September. On Sunday evening, Milton is about 780 miles from Tampa with winds up to 85 miles per hour. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is warning the storm surge could cause power outages and other things in the area. There are some areas with a lot of debris. If hit by major hurricanes, it's going to dramatically increase damage, according to Ron DeSantis, governor of Florida. All right, ladies and gentlemen, wow. It's a sandbar, so there you go. Didn't the governor declare a state of emergency? Yes, he did. He did indeed. This is one of the top stories of the day, guys, as we prepare for this. It's going to hit Tampa. I'm just, I don't know what to say except for praying for all these people as cleanup continues during this time for what we just had, a hurricane, and this is going to be the biggest one that hits there. I've heard Hurricane Milton possibly be a Cat 5 before it hits Florida. I've heard the same thing too, and I'm kind of hitting that. It's Cat 3 right now. It could hit Cat 4, but we're going to see by Wednesday what it's really going to be. Have a good rest of your day, everybody. Heard a weird noise in my kitchen. Going to check it out. Wish me luck. Well, good luck to you, ABC. Don't worry about whatever it is. I bet you there won't be anything. Just name protect our friend ABC over in Russia. DeSantis is the governor. Yeah. Run for the hills. That's a song. Good luck, ABC. Martin, Florida is stand your ground state. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it has to do with hurricanes. Oh, you mean if somebody tries to go and do things like after everything's messed up, try to steal from people? Yeah. That's not a good idea there. You're right. Anyway, we're going to take a break. Come back. We got some Israel at war news for you. Things continue there. I had to put some of my background music on, rock you like a hurricane. Gonna rock you. Little Scorpions this morning, Randall, in the background. All right, let's get that poll up. Poll. Poll up. In the RyanORadio Penitentiary poll this morning. When are you down? When you are down, what is your go-to music taste? Classic rock hits, 53% of the votes. Country, 18% of the votes. R&B, hip-hop with 15% of the votes. Pop music with 15% of the votes. People asked for gospel and metal. We didn't have that in there, but you can only get 4 in there. Sorry. If you listen to country as when you're down, it's really going to make you even more down. Your truck goes out on you. Your truck gets hit by a train and your dog runs away with the cat. I don't know, something like that. And your grandma got out of jail. Sounds like a song that a certain guy would sing. David Allen Cole. Back in a moment. Ooh, why is Bob Marley not an option? Because we're just a music style, not just one particular artist. But I should have put other, but Bob Marley's a good one for you, Bobby. Back in a moment. Some little reggae. Sweetleaf sent over and says, reggae, man. Yeah. Okay, Sweetleaf. Back in a moment.
Summer, winter, spring, fall, we don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things all. Mike and the crew can exterminate and lay the smackdown for you. Plenty of sunshine today.
I caught you with him on that damp, slick, sticky silk sheets. True.
Some clouds on Tuesday night giving way to clear skies overnight. Low near 58. Winds light and variable. Mostly sunny for your Wednesday. High near 78. Northeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Clear skies and a beautiful night on Wednesday night. Low near 53. Light and variable winds. Sun on Thursday again. High near 76. Northeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Clear skies with a low near 50 on Thursday night. That's your active forecast.
Well, you bet. Oh, your roommate's sprinkling rat poison all over the kitchen. Okay. Just make sure he's not sprinkling on any food. 12, good morning to you.
Best chicken around. Fish dinners. Open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's Wishbone Fried Chicken right next door to their former location. Bringing you the best chicken around. So great. Wishbone Fried Chicken, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A, here in Newton.
Are you looking for a dog trainer with positive reinforcement to help you bond with your new furry friends, or to have customized training in your own home, or wonderful group classes?
Good morning, 12.
On their Facebook page. Rosemary has extensive certification in dog psychology, is an AKC certified evaluator.
Do you ever go to your station and just hang out when you're not working? Oh, no, only when I work. I don't really come here and hang out. Thanks for asking, Toby. Poopy Pie, good morning to you. If I'm not working, I'm not here.
They're located at 752 North Lanier Avenue in Lynette, Alabama. Open 9 to 5 daily, and their phone number is 334-644-4306.
Are you looking for a reliable dental practice that not only cares about your teeth, but is friendly to work with? How about one that offers great deals?
Sometimes we have our alone time. Yes, Toby.
Your search is over. Most Valuable Smiles in downtown Eatonton, Georgia is exam. Maybe you're looking for veneers. Most Valuable Smiles veneer special includes one free veneer with every 5 purchase. Or get that bright.
I'll say hello to everybody when we come back again that just came on.
Exclusive $100 off Zoom whitening treatment when you book today. Most Valuable Smiles in downtown Eaton to lock in these exclusive deals. 706-623-0318 or visit mostvaluablesmiles.com.
Who would have ever believed that the 3 angriest people on television are named Whoopi, Sonny, and Joy?
Ryan's so popular, it's hard to hang out with him. Yeah, that's it. Well, my wife liked to hang out with me, so. Toothy back. Good morning, little Z.
It's a laugh out loud night of topical comedy, impressions, and brand new parody songs. To decipher what your mother just said, it could take several weeks. That's Saturday, October 26th.
Seven 829 show. Ooh. Here we go. Supposed to be 84 in Oregon. I hope it does. Says nothing but trouble. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. What's up, sports nuts, inmates, and more? You're in lockdown with us this morning. Good morning to Nothing But Trouble, as well as Pamela. We got to welcome in Poopy Pie there out of Florida. Nothing But Trouble says hope it's 84 today in Oregon, where she's at. Also, we got to say good morning to welcome back ABC. We'll answer his question in a moment. Haunted Hills Farms and Farm Trail and Hayride in Jasper, Georgia. 218 Matthew Road and 770-356-0776. The scariest place to have this Halloween. It's going to go from September all the way to November. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. It's going to be scary. Woo! And I've already seen some of the videos and some of the stuff, and people are frightened. And if you want to frighten yourself, go to hauntedhillsfarms.com. Get tickets available there, or 770-356-0776. All right. They're out of Jasper, Georgia, and you can make your drive there for the weekend. All right, let's jump back into it. I have a dozen pumpkins to figure out what to do with. Ooh. You're just going to make a bunch of pumpkin. You can make a lot of pumpkin pie that way, Poopy Pie. Ooh, a lot. There you go. All right, welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. Beeping out there. This is the anniversary for the day that the Hamas terrorists attacked Israel on October 7th. Wow, this thing's been going on for that long, about a year. So this is what's been going on. In other news, Israel orders Lebanon villagers to flee. Hamas leaders on the West Bank, and in the past few days, the IDF has sounded off as activities continue to move forward in this war, and they wish not to hurt citizens as the IDF and Israel. So there you go. We'll keep them abreast of what's going on. There's a 20-year-old is a hostage in Gaza. Check out that news story and other news stories as well. From Israel at War, we'll keep you abreast of what's going on. Pumpkin rolls, pumpkin soup, said Pamela. Pumpkin pie, pumpkin cookies, pumpkin bread. Sounds kind of like in Forrest Gump. I'm gonna do my best, Bubba. Well, Forrest, you can have pumpkin pie, pumpkin cookies, pumpkin bread, pumpkin rolls, pumpkin soup. Good morning, Cher. How you doing this morning? Welcome in. Yeah, you can make all kind of, and Martin's like, please, no pumpkin anything. I don't like pumpkin anything. Oh, wow. There you go. No pumpkin anything, says our good friend. But I like pumpkin pie. That is a bunch of good ideas from our good friend. Hey, Hokey Pokey, how you doing this morning? Pamela, thank you very much. You can make dog treats, pumpkin dog treats. I think that's about it. All right. Bubba always come up with some great ideas. He knew a lot about shrimp. A lot about shrimp and a lot about shrimp boats. You're very welcome, guys. You're very welcome. Pumpkin bread pudding. There you go. Pamela's like got this pumpkin thing down. Thank you, sister. See, Poopy, you got too many of them and she's already helped you out. Cher says pumpkin pie yummy with whipped cream. I hope that's the only thing you put your whipped cream. Never mind. I'm not going to get into that. Know what you were thinking there, Randall. Randall. Simple man makes me humble, said Jimmy. There you go. Simple man makes me humble. Hopefully I do make you humble. I try to be a simple man. Simple kind of man. I know what you're talking about music-wise. Hope you're doing great today, Jimmy. Thank you, brother. Toby says, I'm getting the munchies. Sweet Leaf's like, yeah, me too, man. And I'm over here munching on some early Christmas cookies. Well, at least that's what they told me they were. You sure they're not from last year, Sweet Leaf? It's like, maybe so. Got a lot of milk to dunk them. They're not Christmas cookies if they already look like pumpkins or something and ghost. Oh, okay. He says, sorry, it's Halloween cookies. Nothing but trouble, says Pea Pie, just don't use all that sugar it's called for and you'll be fine. There you go. Love my listeners. 61 degrees out there, beautiful sunny skies in the Atlanta market. Timbers flaring in the Jacksonville between Gabe Davis nearly clashing with Trevor Lawrence. Wow. Big game there. We're going to talk more about that tomorrow with our sports analyst, Richard Holders, and other NFL games. We'll have the picks to hit and tell you how well we both did from over the weekend tomorrow. Also, our good friend Shane B will join us in the final period. We'll talk top 10 movies. We'll get into all that and what's hot. Weird Wednesday. I believe we've got Sally Toole, Family Feud champion and tour guide extraordinaire joining us on the show. And then we will not have this month Elizabeth Sarles. She had a family emergency, so she'll be back with us next month as well. So that'll be this week. We'll have True Crime Thursday. We'll still have some open lines this week, no worries. And everybody can call in at 770-347-9947. Oh, man. I really want to talk about this Alabama losing with Richard tomorrow. Alabama coach, players rip teammates for after outburst and being mad about the loss. Cool pumpkin down and freeze it with two cup packs. There you go. Nothing but trouble bringing up some stuff too. Pumpkins are ready in my eyes. Woo, says Frankie. Everybody's getting into some pumpkin. You guys make some pumpkin pies. You can send it to me at 5.5 West Washington Street here in Metro area. Thank you, Jimmy, for the $10. Thank you. Do I hit a love there? Yeah, that's what I want to do. Keep on rocking, brother. Thank you, Jimmy. I appreciate it, my friend, for adding that to the monies that are being on here. Thank you very much. Keep on rocking, brother, says Jimmy. Thank you, Jimmy. That's how you get highlighted, ladies and gentlemen. You can see it. Oh, well, thank you very much, brother. We appreciate that. All right, let's see what else we got going on. I think I did this, and this. Oh, yeah. We'll get into this one now. 20 minutes away from the top of the hour, still 61 degrees. Beautiful sunny skies out there, ladies and gentlemen. What about CD fined by the NFL, $25K? That's a lot right there, Martin. And sometimes you can't do what you think you can do, I guess. Country music superstar. We talked about this on Friday. Garth Brooks. I'm not going to play any music because they kind of tagged me Friday for playing Foo Fighters in the background. They did. They kind of tagged me. They didn't take my show off. They just kind of tagged me. Anyway, country music superstar Garth Brooks has issued a statement following a lawsuit accusing him of sexual assault. Brooks says, he said he has been hassled to no end with threats, lies, and tragic tales of what my torturer would be doing. He said, I don't, and they wanted me to write a check for millions of dollars. And he said, if you write a check for millions of dollars, then you're actually saying, guess what? I did it. Well, the person, it's been nearly a month since they've been trying to extort him out of all his funds, according to him. Cher says 38 there. But his wife, just the day after this was announced on Friday, on Saturday, sold her home. Trisha Yearwood sold her home, ladies and gentlemen, and for a couple of $1 million or something like that. It's on the market or something. So I don't know what's going on there. I don't know whether it's true or not true. Garth Brooks, I did hear about this situation with a hairdresser, makeup artist years ago, but that was a situation where Garth was supposedly cheating on his wife. So I don't know if this is the same one or whatever. More than likely, that's probably what it is, and they're trying to get money out of back then, you know. But of course, I'm not going to say that he's officially did this or did not do this with all the stuff that's going on with the Weinsteins of the world and the guy from That 70s Show. It makes him look bad, but he may have not done it. I mean, so we have to let it be come out in a court case or whatever and everything. Feel sorry for you, Cher, because it's cold. Dallas Cowboys star CeeDee Lamb was fined $25 million by the NFL on two separate occasions. Mark Deloach says, "Yeah, what did he do?" Is the question. What did he do? So there you go. Oprah's left the country. I don't know about that. I don't keep up with her. Not since she made fun of God on TV. You can make fun of Trump. You can make fun of Harris. You can make fun of all these people. Not derogatory, but just picking at them. But you're now going to make fun of God. Not to me. You can make fun of my favorite band, Metallica, all day. I don't care. But you cannot make fun of God. And Oprah kind of did a interview years ago on one of those shows. I don't remember which show it was. It was on NBC or something. And they were making out like God was talking to her. And Oprah's bigger than me. And she was just laughing. So, whatever. What's up, Mr. Dallas? Good morning to you. He says, cellmates, how you doing? Diddy. So, did you get a chance to check out my music? Did you send it over to me? I didn't get a chance to check it out if you didn't. 99classicrock@gmail.com. I'd love to check it out, brother. If you did, I have to go back and look at my email. Oh, wow. I appreciate that up there. $10. Thank you from our friend this morning. $10 from Jimmy this morning. Thank you very much. And I know ABC, they're taking some of my money. I know they're going to take half of it, but hey, I don't, if they want to help me out. Oh, the last one you sent me, Randall, was awesome. You always sing good music too, brother. But please, Mr. Dallas, send it again at 99classrock@gmail.com. I want to listen to you if I didn't get a chance to hear you, brother. A lot of times I have to wait till after the show because a lot of it is hard. 30% of the cut. That's all right with me. They can take it. When they start selling advertising on here and somebody spends, $5,000 a month and they give me half of that, I'll take it. When one of the big corporate car companies like Ford pays, I'll take it. I'll take half of it. Heck, I'll take even 30% of it. I'll take 10% of it because they're going to get a large sum. It's not my main source of making money, though, but I would love for it to be part of it. All right, let's see what else we got going on. Oh, that question from our good friend as we head into the break. ABC, he says 1, 2, 3. He's out there. He sent this message this morning. He said, "Dear Mr. Ryan O'Neal, I've read an article about Jim Hatson's parking lot getting bought out by the Church of Scientology. What do you think about that? Personally, I think that is pretty disturbing. I really don't like to mess with them because they I don't want them come running around and following me. Some of their, I kind of keep them on their side and me on my side. It's kind of like two countries that have different views, and you stay over there and I'll stay over here. But it is kind of disturbing to take over Jim Hanson's thing. I understand where you're coming from. In Noonan this weekend, we saw a military Hummer, not a civilian Hummer. Ooh. There you go. Have we ever heard about what happened to the guy that shot the girl a couple weekends ago? They still investigating into that? I know the GBI is. We don't want to, Ryan. Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Dallas. Very much. Mr. Dallas sent something to my Cash App. Hey, that helps me get a good cup of coffee. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Payment there, $3. Cash. Received. All right. Okay. Yeah, I got all these different things coming through here. I don't know what's going on. Thank you, Mr. Dallas, 1992. So there you go. We got a train full of Hummers out here where he's at. Oh, let's see. Let's jump back into it. But yeah, there we go. So yeah, I think that it's a little disturbing, ABC. But I'll keep myself. They keep to themselves. That's all right. It's like two countries that keep to themselves. Don't come across this line. Don't. It's like this is what a Southern man says. Don't start nothing. They won't be nothing. You do your thing, I do my thing. Don't come across that line. Martin Deloach, thank you very much. Kind of like a car parts, more money than cars hold. That's what he says. Thank you very much, Martin Deloach. I appreciate that, brother. We'll have to figure out how to send the money from my YouTube to me. Thank you guys very much. Martin D says, kind of like car parts, more money than cars. Oh, there you go. Yes, indeed. Hey, a little bit's better than nothing. I appreciate that. They take half of it, but it don't matter. It doesn't matter to me. So they gave me the whole thing there. Wow. Thank you very much. They gave me the whole thing this time. YouTube's like, you're doing a good job here. We'll let you just have the whole. Yeah, you get your colors in there, guys. You can finally get there. Dedicate to the show on YouTube. We're going to take a break. Back in a moment. Stay with us. We're back after this. Good morning.
Yeah, don't you know that's what we did back in the good old days?
Oh, yeah.
You steal that car and you send it to the chop shop.
Oh, yeah.
With money for the car parts. And how it went is they had a list of cars that they want you to go and steal.
Right? Wow.
Yeah. Don't you know that's how it works?
Nope.
That's why a lot of your cars get stolen. Like a lot of certain models get stolen. But a lot of certain makes get stolen.
Huh.
Is right.
Wow. I never knew that. I knew they make money off of it, but I didn't know that. Hello, Doc Brown.
You would steal that car, send it to the chop shop, and they would get taken apart, and they just use the car part, the whole car. You don't get paid for the whole car, you just get paid for the part off it. So in other words, if you run down the street with that car that's stolen,
right,
it's getting shot out by the cops, it takes the value off the car.
Wow. Huh. That's interesting. I see. I didn't know anything about that. See, I never. That's above my pay grade. But somebody's getting paid to do it right.
It's gonna be one of the weird Mondays.
Yes, it is. Well, I appreciate it, brother.
Have a good day.
You too. Hey, Martin says Doc Brown. Hey. I don't know about that, Randall. Probably a little too much personal information, right? HauntedHillsFarm.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Louis Boyman. Thanks for joining us here at Health, Happiness, and Harmony, the show in which we talk about things.
How big is that firing range? That's a good question. All right, guys, we're getting ready to come back. Prolific. I like that. I like the hat. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yep, I believe that's what they were trying to prevent, ABC. You're talking about the Scientologists taking over Jim Hanson's stuff. All right, guys, a little bit more sports news for you this morning. A couple of games we'll get into deeper tomorrow and picks the hit. The Cowboys beat the Steelers 20-17. The Giants over the Seahawks 29-20. And the Packers beat the Rams 24-19. The biggest news story is coming up in a couple of days. Hurricane Milton is hitting near Florida, and 51 counties have been put under evacuation orders and other orders there from Governor Ron DeSantis. Some headline news you can check out for yourself on the WQEQ page. Nobel Prize in Medicine honors American duo. There's a 20-year-old hostage in Gaza. Also, it's the anniversary of the first shot fires from Hamas terrorists over against Israel, October 7th. Those are stories and more can be seen on your WQEQ page, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get some more news for you, and we'll keep opening those phone lines up. Woo-wee. Wow. Oh, our poll question this morning. And good morning to Doc Brown for joining us from down under, sister. All right, let's see here. When you are down, what is your go-to music taste? 61% say classic rock / hits. That's my audience right there. 14% say country. 14% say R&B and hip hop. And 11% say pop. We've had a few people ask about gospel and heavy metal. How about heavy metal gospel? Yeah, Demon Hunter. Congratulations on being eligible for Super Thanks. I'm eligible for that now on the YouTube. Thank you. All right, we're going to take a break. Australia, oi, oi, oi. There you go, from down under. We got a lot of headline news for you. Plus, next hour, we're going to review bad blood that was in my backyard of Atlanta. That's right. CM Punk beats Drew McIntyre. The Bloodline, the original Bloodlines reunited. The Rock returns. If you smell, well, The Rock is cooking. All that good stuff. Plus, a little soap opera weekly for you. And we'll get a lot of other news that you can get into on this Major News Monday. Let's stay right there. Let's don't move away. Back in just a few moments. You're tuned in to RyanORadio Penitentiary. You're in lockdown. All my inmates.
With Savvy Ladies. Get unbiased financial advice from pro bono financial professionals tailored to women from all backgrounds and situations. Whether it's divorce and money, family
Who's who? Okay, I appreciate you wanting to put me in there.
Volunteers are here to answer your financial questions for free. The power is in the ads. So visit SavvyLadies.org today. Savvy Ladies free financial helpline for women.
Like, subscribe, and share to the page, ladies and gentlemen.
Lettuces, guaranteed pesticide-free, and craft the most delicious ready-to-eat salads. And their new salad kits will seriously elevate your lunch game. 80 Acres Farms offers 6 convenient salad kits that pair with their crisp, fresh greens with premium clean ingredient toppings and dressings. Absolutely nothing artificial. Pick up a fresh and flavorful 80 Acres Farms salad kit today, available at your local Kroger. To learn more about 80 Acres Farms, check out 80acresfarms.com.
At your job, do you ever have to deal with a nose roller? A stub pulley? Well, if you're installing a new conveyor belt system, dealing with the different components can sound like you're speaking a foreign language. Luckily, you've got a team ready to help. Granger's technical product specialists are fluid maintenance, repair, and operations. So whenever you want to talk shop, just reach out.
Oh, you cutting this morning. What's up, boss? How you doing this morning, Crispies? Well, my favorite is punk rock, heavy metal, classic rock, and all rock genres. I used to play in hard rock bands and heavy metal bands and punk rock bands and Christian rock bands. So anything that rocks, I love. Every other music's cool, but anything that rocks, I love. So you got mine, Doc Brown. Looks like mostly people are in the classic rock and hits. Frankie said he loves some country. Is it old school country or new country you love? It's the Columbus River Dragons hockey team, FBHL. Love some hockey. Old school. Okay, frankly, so it's George Jones and Tammy Wynette and Johnny Cash and Merle Haggard and Willie Nelson and Chris Christopherson and you know, the originals. I'm just glad that Scientology didn't buy the company, just the parking lot. I know, right? I'm from the South. I come from Florida. There you go. Love Florida. Lived there for a while. I almost went to school with Dwayne Johnson in high school. He was a year ahead of me. They changed, boundaries for high school. So y'all, Pamela, you almost went to school with The Rock. He was in Atlanta over the weekend. The final boss. Doc Brown says she loves some Led Zeppelin, AC/DC, or Black Sabbath. Good music, good music.
WZEV 90.5 FM Lineville, Jordan Communications Station.
This message comes from NPR sponsor Anthropic. Meet Claude, the AI assistant by Anthropic. Claude can help with any project, from brainstorming a bedtime story to building software. Join people around the world already working with Claude. Learn more at anthropic.com/.
I have not listened to that band.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Dave Maddox. The death toll from Helene has risen to at least 227 in the southeastern U.S. More bodies are being discovered in the debris and mud. It's been a week and a half since Helene came ashore along Florida's Gulf Coast as a Category 4 storm. Helene's torrential rain swelled rivers, leaving a wide path of destruction from flooding across 6
I will try to check it out, though. There's just so much.
Was especially hard hit. The Federal Emergency Management Agency says it's already approved more than $12 million for storm survivors in Buncombe County alone. Florida is bracing.
Yep, River Dragons is what they call them. Then we got another team called the Rock Lobsters in Athens. Hopefully one of those teams join us this season on the network.
Milton is now a Category 2
They're going to be everywhere, like me. So your hometown's the same as Leonard Skinner. In fact, we have a park named after him. Woo! Thank you, Jackie, for the $2. Thank you. I mean, not Jackie, but Doc Brown. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Now I'm going to have to figure out how to get all that money over. Good night, my beautiful people. I'm out. Good night to you, Doc Brown.
The National Hurricane Center urged Florida residents to complete storm preparations and seek safety by Tuesday in order to shelter in place the next day. Milton is to the Atlantic Ocean by Thursday. Juliana Kim, NPR News.
Former President Donald Trump was campaigning in Wisconsin yesterday. Chuck Cornbach with member station WU.
Oh, don't tell me I don't want to kiss my butt goodbye, Martin.
This week's state in little more than a week.
Donald Trump spoke to thousands of people at an airport in Dodge.
Good night, Doc Brown. That's what I call her, Doc Brown. Thank you for the support. Everybody that sent something today, from Doc Brown to Martin to Mr. Dallas to Jimmy, we'll appreciate every one of you. Thank you.
And I say, no, because I actually think I'm a nice person. All I want to do is save our country. Okay.
The campaign of Democratic candidate Kamala Harris.
For full terms and conditions.
Time for your weather forecast. control, 34 Jefferson Street in Newton. Summer, winter, spring, fall, we don't care for those rodents, critters, and gooey things at all. Michael the Crew can exterminate and lay a smackdown for you. Sunshine today, beautiful sunny skies, high near 86. Northwest wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, clear, cool, 157 light and variable winds. Headed into your Tuesday, plenty of sunshine, high near 81. Northeast winds around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Some clouds on Tuesday night, give it waiting too. Clear skies overnight, low near 58. Winds light and variable. Mostly sunny for your Wednesday, high near 78.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Frankie, no matter what, we appreciate it. Anna Marie, what's up, sister? I saw you guys had a party over the weekend or last week. Someone turned another year old in your household. Milton is a Category 3 storm. Yep, right now it is. Seven zero. Turn 24. Well, congratulations, Anna Marie. That's a big age, 24. And still your baby, of course. You're welcome. We'll say happy birthday if you want us to on the air. All right. Let's have the name. Who's ready for marriage? Happy birthday to Cleo. Is that Cleo? Cleo, okay, I will. I wish I could have got some of Jason Horn's music to play in there. Bluegrass music at Noonan City Church on Wednesday night in Georgia. There, Patriot. See you tomorrow, the Patriot. They already said They said I was eligible in partnership with them to get into some spots, so I'm gonna let them sell them. But I have to hit 120. Jethro to the cursed land. Have a good day, Patriot, for sure. Here we go. Sup, Reed? How you doing, brother? You can't answer the poll question. None of it's your music. Oh, okay. Well, that means classic metal is part of the classic rock. So, Your dad was commercial pilot. Oh, okay. Here we go. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hi, sir. My name is Eva. I'm calling from Medicare Finder. How are you doing today?
I'm doing not so good this morning. I'm trying to work. I'm live on the radio. So you want to be on the radio and talk about your, She didn't want to dedicate a song, did she? Good morning. Welcome back into the final period of play on this TGIF Monday. TGIM Monday, Major News Monday. We want to say good morning to everybody out there being a part of Easy Money in the house, as well as Reed is in the house. Good morning to Reed. And everybody's joining. Anna Marie and share with us. The Patriot came on for a couple of minutes, had to be at work. That work gets in the way. God, guns, and guts, he says. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all the fantastic folks there. 78,000 plus of you worldwide on the Shoutcast. Shout out loud across the RyanORadio media page. Earth Rock Radio, New Mexico, Arizona. The Navajo Nation with 25 real and internet radio stations there. We're across the British Columbia Isles of Canada, and finally at WQEE 99.1 FM The Key, home of Southern Sports Inspirational Talk and more, Atlanta and Metro Atlanta area, WZEV and Lineville, Alabama, Gold 90.5 FM, the Gold Standard and Classics. We're also WZEV, Victory 100.3 FM in LaGrange, Georgia. Victory in Jesus, of course. And WVEQ is Sunny 98.7 FM in Linden, Alabama. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night. We got to say hello and happy birthday to Anna Marie's baby. Turning 24 over the weekend. Cleo, happy birthday to you, Cleo. There you go. Warrior Defenders, a.k.a. HD Reese, is on with us this morning. Good morning to her. Frankie, good morning. Yeah, he's already on there. Daniel's back. Daniel's back. Back again. Yeah, he's back. Back again. Thank you, Sheriff, for saying that birthday to Anna Marie's baby, Cleo, turning 24 over the weekend. There you go. Well, I tell you what, we got a lot to talk about this hour, including in my own backyard of Bad Blood in Atlanta, WWE Bad Blood. And I got Bad Blood 2 coming up. I'll tell you more about that. All right, when you are down, what is your music taste? You go-to music taste? My go-to music taste? Jimmy said, I just turned 25. God help me. You're all right. That's a good age to turn, Jimmy. Happy birthday to you, brother. Classic hits, classic rock, classic hits, 62% of the votes. You could drop in some metal in that. Country, 12% of the votes. R&B and hip-hop, 12% of the votes. And pop with 12% of the votes. Look like most of the classic rock and hits are my number one music. Of course it is. But we got a lot of Southern people on here who love their classic country, like, you know, Johnny Cash and Merle Haggard and Willie Nelson. So there you go. Great age to be. I wish I could go back to being 25. You know what I know now? That was many, many moons ago. Many, many moons ago. Not as many as Martin, though. Picking with you, Ed McMahon, out of Washington. All right, and we want to thank everybody for throwing a little money towards the Rhino's way. Warrior Defenders, tell Ryan about the book panel. There you go. Where is she at? Thank you, brothers and sisters. Appreciate it. Nor as many as me either, Ryan. I know, right? I'm not going to say anything, Anna Marie. I'm not going to get into that. Not as many as me. No. I'm not going to get into that. I was trained right. Oh, Lord. Let's see what we got. A couple of headline news that we can get into. before we head out into some fun stuff. All right, let's see here. What do we got going on? Headline news. At 15 minutes past the hour, 65 degrees here in the metro Atlanta area, 66 in Lynette, and 64 in Lineville. Up in Atlanta, 67, and it's currently 65 right here in Noonan at the RyanORadio Penitentiary Studios. Hopefully, pretty soon we'll get a studio name for it. You want to be a sponsor of the studios? Hey, there you go. Give us a call, 770-347-9947. All right, time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control, 34 Jefferson Street in Noonan. Let's jump into it. General Hospital star Ron Hale, who was known as Dr. Ryan on Ryan's Hope, and Miles Corbin on General Hospital, passed away at age 78, winning Daytime Emmy Awards from 1979 to 1978. Carnegie Library, October 10th, Thursday this week, 6 p.m., author panel with our other authors and discussion on life after silence. There you go. No season 3 for that 90s show, guys. Lot Lizard Studios. There you go. Like that one. We're going to do the Lot Lizard Chronicles every Friday. No season 3, ladies and gentlemen, for that 90s show on Netflix. The sequel to that 70s show that ran from 1998 to 2006 stormed the Netflix service with 2 seasons as Kitty and Red returned, and Eric and Donna's daughter spent the summers with them, this, that. I liked it. I don't know why it's not coming back, so maybe somebody else can pick it up. Maybe Hulu or somebody else can pick it up. If I had my own streaming service, I'd pick it up. That 90s show wasn't too bad. A lot of people are like, well, it's gonna come because I was like, yeah, come on. It's done. Lot Lizard Studios in the Lot Lizard Chronicles every Friday at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time on the network. We got people sending it galore there. I want to thank all the truck drivers listening and sending that to me. Lizard, ha, 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 says Gail. There you go. It's the Lot Lizard Chronicles every Friday right here on the RyanORadio Penitentiary. What a way to end the week. Last week, we had a guy that actually got with a Lot Lizard. Ugh. She says, Mama's got you covered. Mama had him covered all right, and he had to go get himself tested when he got back home. Oh, wow. TSA finds shotgun shells with meth in a man's growing area. A traveler attempts to hide illegal substance inside his growing area. It's and down there between it and in the backside. Ugh. No season 3. Yes, ABC. I'm sorry. He's just walking like he's got to go to the bathroom, and everybody's like, "Sir, do you need to go bathroom?" I'm all right. No, I'm okay. Sir, what's between your legs? What are you looking down there for? Well, you want to know what's between my legs, honey? They're like, sir, there's something between your legs, or are you just happy to see us? Oh, I'm just happy to see you. I love being on this plane. TSA. Good Lord. Oh, Lord. People find you had meth downstairs. It's not me. It's not me. I swear. That's not me. Maybe he shouldn't have come on acting like Beavis, and they wouldn't have been like, suspect of him. Walking like he's been kicked by Butthead. Good morning.
What about the dude that smuggled in R22 refrigerant? First time ever.
What?
For someone to get busted for smuggling R22 refrigerant.
Man, people come up with the craziest ways to bring stuff in.
Because if you know, R22 refrigerant is illegal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's how they got everything that's illegal. They sell.
Famous EPA law.
Wow.
But he was coming across from Mexico. He was entering into a little town called Mexicali.
Right.
Which is in Imperial County.
Oh, Billy the Kid been there before.
He was trying to cross the border with
wow.
a load of R-22 cigarettes.
Wow. You got to really be dedicated to your job to stuff that in places it shouldn't be.
It was the first time ever we busted someone like that.
Oh, my Lord. Well,
that's what's kind of funny.
Oh, it's funny, all right. And there's something wrong with it. It definitely is. Well, thank you, Martin. I appreciate it, brother.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you too. Martin D out of Texas with us this morning. Hurricane Milton is now a Category 5. I knew that was going to be coming pretty soon. Thanks for the update there, brother Pete. 770-347-9947. The phone line is open here this morning for those that do want to call. One thanks truck driver Terry and Martin. Truck driver Terry is heading into Minnesota this morning doing a delivery. Called in earlier and giving us updates on what's going on in North Carolina, as well as Martin there. Oh my goodness. Lot lizard disease. They probably do have that, Gil. You think a lot lizard disease is bad? Try bunny disease, said Franklin. Oh wow. I mean, Frankie. Oh, wow, Frankie. I don't want to get into all that. I don't want to get into that kinky stuff. Madonna's brother has passed away at age 63. You guys didn't know that? His name is Christopher. Madonna's brother has passed away at age 63. Wow. Hurricane Milton, they're tracking it as it's coming there. Two NHL's teams forced to cancel games, guys, in the NHL. Oh, due to safety concerns, and we'll talk about that, ladies and gentlemen. R12 and R22. Ooh. It's official. The games have been canceled. On Sunday afternoon, Nashville Predators officially announced that many of us have anticipated. The cancellation of Monday night's preseason game between them and the Tampa Bay Lightning. See, that game's been canceled. The game was originally scheduled to take place at 7 p.m., but has simply been canceled with no announcement at this time to when it's going to be rescheduled. It's a preseason game. It really don't matter. But the cancellation of the game, as I mentioned, has come as no surprise to many and entirely due to the dangerous weather situation that's developing in and around Tampa area. That's concerning Hurricane Milton. So some of those games are being canceled and throughout the state of Florida. So there probably won't be a lot of games played this week from Florida teams unless they're on the road. And why would they want to be on the road when they got to get their families to safety? If you're affected in the areas, please do your best to stay safe or evacuate as necessary. So there you go. The Nashville Predators and the Tampa Bay Lightning were going to play, and they're not now. So there you go. We'll keep you abreast of what's going on with all this, ladies and gentlemen, as it continues. Got power back up. There you go. As it continues to move forward and everything, as I get the linemen working, getting back up, and then there's going to be another one coming through by Wednesday. We'll keep you abreast of what's going on with Hurricane Milton. He's being kind of a brat. You know, he's being kind of like, get out of my yard, you young whippersnappers. You know, Milton. Told you Milton and Leslie, his wife, last week. Hey, Dickie, how you doing? You're crazy. Hey, brother, tell your friend Depeche Mode. I tried to find him and get him back on. I don't know what happened. Good morning, Dickie. We appreciate you being with us. No, never had relationships with my sister, but because I don't do things like that. Ugh. But if you have, that's your choice, brother. Do what you want. I'm not judging. Haven't seen him lately? Okay. Well, tell him I was working on trying to find him being blocked on here. But tell him we're still working on it. I couldn't find where he was blocked. So sorry about that, Diggy. He's a good man, though. He's a good man. He's a good man, Depeche Mode is. You too, Dickie. You have a great one, brother. Thank you for being with us. All right, let's see here. We're going to take a break. Yep, we got a little things to talk about. Some entertainment heading into tomorrow's entertainment news, which is going to be pretty good because we got a good friend, the one, the only Shane B will join us in period number 3. He and I are going to talk what's on, what's not, movies and all that good stuff coming up tomorrow. Plus, Richard and I, our sports analyst, will join us in period number 2, and he and I are going to talk sports. We're going to talk picks to hit. We're going to talk Alabama losing to Vanderbilt. We're going to talk about, of course, Auburn was going to use Georgia. We'll talk about Tennessee losing, but we'll get some college and NFL games for you this week. Wow, amazing. That's all coming up tomorrow. Thank you for all the like, subscribe, and share, and we appreciate those that are supporting the show. Thank you very much. Back in a moment. Thank you guys for supporting money-wise. We appreciate all you guys.
NBC News Radio, I'm Tammy Trujillo. Milton is expected to become a major hurricane in the coming hours as it takes aim at Florida. The storm formed in the Gulf of Mexico on Saturday. It rapidly strengthened with top winds now estimated at 90 miles an hour. Forecasters expect the hurricane to make landfall by Wednesday afternoon. Yeah, Criswell told ABC's This Week that FEMA is already sending resources into the state and coordinating with local officials. So we're working with the state EOC to understand what their requirements are.
Go Vanderbilt. Oh, you're happy they beat Alabama, Gail. That's just terrible. You're just mean. I'm just kidding.
Elon Musk is calling himself Dark MAGA. His comment came during a weekend rally in Pennsylvania where former President Trump was grazed by an assassin's bullet back in July. The Tesla CEO spoke briefly, saying that Trump's bid for the White House was a must-win situation. The world's richest person was also wearing a black Make America Great Again hat. It's guns, pornography, and transgender rights on the docket at the U.S. Supreme Court, where a new term starts today. The High Court will be looking at several cases, including the constitutionality of a Tennessee law that bans gender-affirming care.
Well, I know everybody's happy. A lot of people are happy that Vandy won. But I don't know. Messing with them Alabama fans, as an Auburn guy, I know better. They lose, you make them mad, they're going to come back and whoop everybody in the next 6 weeks.
The research firm has ever given a comic book movie. You're listening to the latest from NBC News Radio.
Looking for the right bank to be your partner? Experience the difference at Southern States Bank. At Southern States Bank, we're not just your bankers, we're your partners. Our team is deeply rooted in the community. We take pride in providing personalized service. Come to Southern States Bank. Great service comes naturally. Business today. Check us out at southernstatesbank.net. Southern States Bank, your community, your bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 410.
Right now, I think Trump is leading. The famous actress Madonna's brother. Yeah, the famous actress singer, her brother passed away over the weekend. Yes.
Come out to Noonan City Church. Join us this coming up October 6th through the 9th. Noonan City Church, 17 First Avenue for the fall annual tent revival.
Are you looking for a dog trainer with positive reinforcement to help you bond with your new furry friend, or to have customized training in your own home, or wonderful group classes?
Yeah, it does suck that he passed away.
Rosemary has extensive certification in dog psychology, is an AKC certified evaluator, and Victoria's.
Oh, Harris is winning in the polls. Pamela, I thought it was Trump. Okay. Thanks for letting me know.
Rosemary wants to remind you to adopt, don't shop, save a life at Coweta County Shelter.
Thank you, Pamela. I appreciate that, sister.
Residential, commercial,
agriculture and recreational propane. They have a full selection of generators, heaters, gas logs.
Stories for October.
They're located at 752 North Lanier Avenue in Lynette, Alabama. Open 9 to 5 daily, and their phone number is 334-644-4306.
Are you looking for a reliable dental practice that not only cares about your teeth, but is friendly to work with? How about one that offers great deals and new patient promotions? Well, your search is over. Most Valuable Smiles in downtown Eaton, Georgia is committed to giving you the biggest and brightest smile. Right now, get it.
We don't talk about calling people bad names, Bobby, now. You can dislike somebody, but all right, here we go. I got it in front of me now. Well, the other guy is also on the Epstein's list, so we don't have. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. When you're down, what is your go-to music? Classic rock and hits, 63%, country 12%, R&B and hip-hop 12%, and pop 14% is the polls. That's my polls this morning. There you go. Oh, you want me to get TJ Justice back on? I need to get him on for this month. Well, if we're going to go by their personal life, one of them supposedly had so many men, the other one has so many women. So you going to judge that? Both of them are on lists somewhere. So, yeah, I guess it's not about any of them's personal lives. Yep. We're going to do professional here, and all the talking bad stuff is left to the clickbaiters. But the clickbaiters are popular. No, as you know, they're dropping. Pamela said that she is winning in the national polls, and as of October 7th, Harris is 2.8% average in the 10 polls, all national. 49% of the votes so far, 46% going to Trump. In North Carolina, Trump is leading in the polls there with 49% to 48%. He's also leading in Florida, 49% to 46%. Harris is leading in Michigan, 48% to 47%. She's leading in New Hampshire, 52% to 43%. Ohio, 43%, and 52% going to Trump in Ohio. Arizona, Trump is leading by 9% of the votes. Georgia, 49.4% for Georgia and 48.4% for Harris. Trump is leading by 1% margin. And that is in Iowa, Trump is leading by 5% margin, 49% to 44%. In Nevada, Harris is 2.2% of the margin, 49% to 47%. And North Dakota, Trump is dominating 59% to 32%. In Pennsylvania, Harris has got 48 to 47%. They're really close there. Let's go on down. South Carolina has got 10% to Trump. Trump's at 52% to 42% of the votes. So there you go. That's just, and Texas has got 6% ahead with 51% to 45% of Trump leading there. Harris has got 59.3% in California with 33% going to Trump there in California. So that's it. There's a lot more of all of them, but I'm just going with the main ones right now. We'll keep you those polls updated every day. And there'll be Bad Blood 2 coming up in a couple of months. She's just the vice president, so she really can't do anything. I know that we keep asking that same question over. That's like saying there's only 2 amendments, the First and Second Amendment. You go down to all the other amendments. Oh, Sheriff feels like she don't feel like it's that close, but it is. It is. There's a lot of people. You guys got to understand, just because you don't like her don't mean a lot of other people don't like her. And just because a lot of people don't like him don't mean other people don't like him. But however, I said that. As an independent, I don't look at, I'm not going to look at their personal lives, because if we did, then neither one of them should be running. Ryan, I am biased. You don't have to be. I'm a news person, and I can tell you this right now. I got news directors and general managers that would be rolling over in their graves right now, that's passed away, that's rolling over in their graves because of the way the media is acting, because of the way the media is pretending, because the way the mainstream media from Newsmax to MSNBC are just completely lying and not doing news. They're rolling over in their grave, and they come back to haunt me if I did the same thing everybody else did. I know Mr. Vince Smith out there who's passed away. Don't come back and haunt me, sir. I know what you said back in the day. I remember. Well, it didn't steal the first time, Cher. So, we've got to stop believing in conspiracy theories, because that's how it goes. Well, I don't care what people do. That's their business. All they can do their job. Good morning. Hello? I don't really care about either side or what they are or whatever. You're like, come on, Ryan, Trump blanked a porn star. What's unethical in that? I'm not religious. Well, look, there's a lot more to it when you got both sides have a lot of things. So it's all right for a man to do it, but not for a woman to do it, right? We got to get over that man-woman thing. I don't care what these people did in their supposedly did in their personal lives, and I say supposedly. I'm not going to get into whatever the mainstream media is bringing up about Trump and Harris. To me, that's not news. I could care less who they were with. Okay, I just want to know what they're going to do as far as their policy-wise. That's all I care about. I don't care who they're with, what they do, or how many times they've done it, because that has nothing to do with the job. Because if we did that, then everybody out there needs to be fired. Then everybody needs to be fired from the jobs they got. Because a lot of people out there have done worse than both of them have been accused of. So, so to me, it's not a thing. It's all about the people that are angry about abortion rights. Well, some people have, you got to think, Melania Trump come out and said she is for women's rights. She says she knew that her husband knew her opinion on that when they married. So, well, that's before the pandemic hit. Do you guys not comprehend the pandemic? We just want to make out like one side's a good guy and the other side's a bad guy. They're all the same. You got to understand that and stop being influctuated with corporate conspiracy theories just because you don't like somebody. And you really shouldn't hate somebody, because God don't like it when you do that. That's why we got tornadoes coming. That's why we got hurricanes coming. We're too infatuated. But here's the reality. There you go. There you go, Randall. You're right about that. You don't like her, but you're saying she had the right to hold a nickel between her knees. A nickel. I don't know what that means. You didn't like Trump in the COVID-19 too. Well, he couldn't do anything when they didn't know what it was. And I'm gonna sit here and defend the reason we don't have things are so high prices. One thing is they shouldn't have shut down the pipelines. First of all, period. That helped put a lot of hardship on us as a whole, because we were already in a hardship time, guys, with we were already in a hardship time, guys, with the pandemic shutting the whole world down. And the United States was the only ones that went back to work after 6 months to a year, when majority of the other countries were still down for a couple of years. And you think he approves of him, Cher? You guys have got to stop thinking one person's this and one person's that. God don't approve of any of them. Why do you think he's just letting these hurricanes go through? People don't want, I'm a good guy, and the person I like is a good guy, and everybody else is not. It's not true. What's up, Matthew? How you doing this morning? It's not true. Got to stop pretending like everybody you like's good guys. I just sit here and say that I don't know whether she did what she supposedly did, as far as the only thing I know is she didn't go down to the border like she was supposed to. So you really believe that conspiracy theory? Yeah, I mean, Cher. That's a conspiracy theory. Someone who cusses worse than we do. I'm just being honest. Someone, that has done just as, we can't do that. You can't say he approves of, God approves of him, but don't approve of her. God loves us all the same. Even your non-believers, Bolly. He couldn't do anything in the, Bolly, I have to disagree on that. He couldn't do anything in the pandemic because we were shut down. There's nothing no one could do, period. I don't care what side of the aisle they were on. There was nothing nobody could do. We were shut, the whole world was shut down. Pence in charge. Wars are always going to go on between Israel and Iran. Okay. Also, this whole defense thing about one side. He changed for a little bit after he got shot in the ear. But in my opinion, I don't care what either one of them did. I don't care the pandemic. He couldn't have got out of the pandemic because it messed up during the time there. I don't care. All I care about is when the Biden administration came in and shut down the pipeline. That really was a bad thing. Harris should have went to the border. That's a bad thing. But to you guys saying that one administration is getting, if Trump gets back in office, I'm gonna tell you this: gas prices are not going down, food's not going down. We're set where we're set because of the world. You got to put two and two together. The pandemic destroyed us as a whole for a long time. He says everything's run by the Rothschilds. But a lot of people didn't like Pence because he wouldn't do what he was supposed to do. I think that we got to stop judging people on there because what they both been accused of, people out here in the real world have done really 20 times worse than both Trump and Harris, and they're being accused of it worse than these two people have. Randall says, I don't believe he was really actually shot. The blood splatter pattern didn't support it. Ooh, wow, Randall. Wow. Why you say that, brother? And speaking of bad blood too, well, yeah, Bali, that's a personal life. That's between him and his wives. Just like whatever Harris done between her and her, whatever. Okay. As far as doing the job, bro, if they can do the job, that's all I care about. I don't care what either one of them's done in their personal life. I don't support people doing wrong. I pray for them, but that has nothing to do with this. But it is kind of weird that your Baptist church is just supporting one person now. I don't think all Baptist churches support it, but some of them might. But like Captain Hot Buns, but I don't know why people don't understand. I'm not going to judge these people based on what they did. I want to see what they're going to do as far as their so-called policies. Because look, there's a lot of people up there who's done a lot of bad things. Worse than both of them put together, okay? Let's be honest. Worse than both of them put together. Randall said, I think somebody in front of him got it and splattered, hit him. Oh, that makes sense, Randall. That makes sense. Yeah, you can vote for who you want to vote for. Nobody has a problem with that. I can just tell you, my news directors are flipping over, general managers are flipping over in their graves right now going, oh, these people picking one side. This is not what it's supposed to be in radio and television. Good thing I'm dead. I'm telling you. Oh, there's my old manager coming in, Vince Smith. Hey, Vince, no, you can go on. You can go on. You can go back into wherever you are. Don't come in here. I'm doing what you told me to do, which training. In some states he is, and in some states she's ahead. Yep. But nationally, supposedly she's ahead by 1% or something. If it is here, why blood is on his cheek? That's a good question. My brother Randall comes up with all kinds of good questions. So that is good. So we think. Pamela says the person who got shot behind him got his blood on Trump. That there you go. So do you think it was the, God rest his soul, the firefighter, or was it somebody else? Gail says we need a third person in this. They're never going to have a third person. Pepper, good morning to you. How you doing? Actually had to come to Indianapolis. My daughter got sick and had to be here. Wishing you well, praying for your daughter. I pray that God give you everything you need help in the name, Jesus' name. Amen. No, I think they both do that. Both of them got shot in the head before. Some Captain Omelets. Oh no, I'm picking. The firefighter, is that the one? And the one that got killed, the poor man that was protecting his daughter. You think that's whose blood it was, Pamela? You guys, you and Randall, you're making me think. That's not a bad thought process right there. I'm not trying to. That's not a conspiracy. That makes pretty well. You're very welcome, Pepper. God bless you. Hey, I know Randall's already voted for him. It's no big deal. He just said he remains skeptical on it. Hey, that's the way to be. You have to look at all sides and look at different things. I don't see anything wrong with that. Why is this freezing up over here? All right. Let's see. What the heck? I don't know why everything kept going. I think outside the box. That's the way you got to think, Pamela. That's what. Too far from his heart's what Randall said. There you go. All right, let's see. Why is this? Better not, because that means I'll have to re-go into it. Nope. Oh, nope. Nope, can't do that. Better be able to get right into it. Shut down the border. Yeah. So no more can come in, can get in. There you go. So there's some people don't want them to come in. Yep, there you go. Well, there's going to be Bad Blood 2. Bad Blood 1 was this weekend. Bad Blood 2 is coming to your neck of the woods this summer. I mean, not summer, but this fall in November. Bad Blood 1 was great last night, but Bad Blood 2 is going to have Senator Warnock tag up with Senator Ossoff to take on Clay Higgins, the racist guy, and Miss Carrie Lake. Also, Bad Blood 2 will feature Lauren Loomer's ignorant self taking on Georgia's finest MTG in the house. Going to take her out. This is matches going on. Bad Blood 2 will feature Tim Walz and J.D. Vance in a bull rope match where they shake each other's hand. And Kamala Harris takes on Donald Trump in the Hell in a Cell in November. Oh, wow. Now watching Venom 3. No, haven't seen that. So there you go. And speaking of this, I got that in there just for joke's sake. But WWE Bad Blood in Atlanta was great. CM Punk defeated Drew McIntyre. Your man lost. They both were bloody as you know what. And they referred to Tommy Wildfire Rich and Buzz Sawyer's cage match in NWA all night long. WWE Women's Champion Nia Jax defeated Bayley. It looks like Tiffany Stratton was trying to cash in, but she didn't. A great night of superstars from WCW. Scott Steiner, DDP, X-Pac, so many great people showed up. And Booker T, Jackie, and so much more. And even Nick Atlas's wife showed up, Mickey James. WWE Women's Championship was on the line. Oh, a great singles match between Damian Priest and Finn Balor. Damian beats Finn. Women's title match, Liv Morgan retains with Rhea Ripley. Raquel Rodriguez shows up and interferes. Match is over. And Damian Mysterio was in a cage and falling out of that cage. All right. What does P. Diddy think about all this, guys? I'm just kidding. What's he think about them all? He's pictures with them both. I'm messing with you. Don't answer that. It's a joke. All right. And finally, in the main event, had Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes defeat Solo and Jacob Fatu. Interference from the tag team champions. Then out come Jimmy Uso returns to help out Roman Reigns to make sure the tag team champions don't jump him. And then at the end, they help Cody Rhodes out. The Rock comes out and goes 1, 2, 3. That's it. As the final boss returns to Atlanta. Great night of wrestling. I watched it. It was good. Good morning, Captain Hot Buns. Yep. He's trying to not, P. Diddy's watching, trying to not drop the soap. He's in there with R. Kelly. R. Kelly like, fly to the angel, baby. Diddy's like, I can make you stop, baby. I can make you stop. Come on over here and hang out with me in my cell. Diddy's going around the jail cell saying, I can make you a big star. In my Freak Off, I got a new label called Freak Off Label. I think people in Florida need to evacuate now, says Pete. I agree with you. Oh. There you go. Freak off in jail. That's it. Oh. Randall says, I wouldn't know, Bobby. whatever responses. I don't know what they're responding to. I'm missing that out. All right, we're going to take another break. Back here in a moment. Let's close out this.
Citizens, kingdom businesses, and advancing the kingdom of God in this hour. Join us each Tuesday at 10 o'clock a.m. with guests who are sharing their faith, business, and ministry.
Hi, I'm Dr. Bruce Whitney, and I'm a counselor that works here in the Metro Atlanta area. I'm offering my services.
He was pretty talented when he stole Led Zeppelin's song. I'm picking with you, Gail. He's like, what a whole lot of love. He's like, yo, what a whole lot of love on top of this, on top of that. I'm picking about him. He messed himself over. So I got to make fun of everything he did. Paul, who's Paul? Have a great day, guys. Be kind and stay blessed. Amen. Diddy crappy human, yeah. Diddy, he did it to himself. He did it to himself. Garth used everyone's song writing talent. Yeah, Garth used somebody writing. Well, Trump slept with everybody too, brother. It ain't about who they sleep with. That's the problem. It's all right for him to do it, but not for her. Or on her side, it's all right for her to do it and him not to have a mouth. The people that support her. We got to stop lying to ourselves. It doesn't matter what any of them done. I want their policies. I don't care. Neither one of them done as bad as half this country has done in real life. Neither one of them have. I'm just saying, brother, Captain Hot Bun, brother. They're all the same. You didn't. That's all right, Sherry. You know you're always welcome to say whatever you want. You've been with us for a long time, sister. You and Gail. You my OGs. You know, we could sit around talking about it without arguing, you and me and Gail. Everybody else too. I'm not talking about all of you guys. I'm talking about from our old days. Talking about the old people who used to be on here. Yep, you remember them old days, Gail, don't you? All right, we got to get out of here, guys. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Let he that is without sin cast the first stone. Exactly. That's why I don't talk. I don't really care about either one of them or whatever their lifestyle was. I don't really care. Now, Clintons, I'm scared of them. I don't want to end up in the river, Randall. I'm not bringing that name up. I was rooting for Clinton back when I thought he should have had a long wooden bench outside of his office with a ticket machine. Oh, so you were all right with that. You just didn't like his policies. Okay. See, that's what I'm talking about. Because we all know, guys, wow. A lot of people done a lot of things in life. All right, we got to get out of here. We'll do soap opera stuff tomorrow and get a chance to. We had too much soap opera today. Yeah, no, I'm not going to say them. I want to be here tomorrow, Gail. They are very good people, Gail. Do not talk about them. Bill looks great in a blue dress. You guys have a great day. Peace, love, respect. I'm out here. Stay tuned for HD Reese's Empower strikes back at 10:30 a.m. and noon to 2 p.m. is the Rob Peters Show. 2 to 3 p.m. is the Sports Beat, Richard Holdridge, and 3 to 5 is Brace Country Radio. You guys will see you tomorrow. And Rick Smith takes over at 5 today. We'll see you tomorrow on Twisted Tuesday. Give me back my gloves. He's not going to give you your gloves back. I will tell Andrew you said, hey, yeah. Peace, Captain Hot Buns. Yeah, Gail, you're going to get me in trouble bringing that name up. They are not bad. They are not bad. They are very good. Neal looked nice in his blue dress. Don't ask, don't tell. Thank you, Gail. It's growing, isn't it, Randall? It's you that's helping, bro. You, Pamela, everybody. Thanks to everybody on here. It's you guys. It's not anybody else. It's you guys helping. All is good, brother. All is good, my brother Bolly. You want to jug it? Okay. Stop it, Gail. You're scaring me. So what's that supposed to mean, Martin? Have a great day, Pamela. See ya, Pam. You do a, thank you. Later when you are straighter. What? Later when who is straighter? Randall. Thank you to everybody that paid this morning. I appreciate all you wonderful people there. Randall for president. Randall would do good. You just don't know. Good day and good luck, everyone, says Randall. Thank you, Brother Randall, and all that wonderful music you send over. See you guys tomorrow.